What do you mean loading horrible opinions? My opinions are amazing.
Oh god, there's an anime ad still. Anyways.
The anime ad is part of the experience.
Sure. That's gonna, yep, that's gonna be how it is. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it with the anime ad.
Yeah. Like, what? Why? I am on. For goodness sake, I am on ad block. How you escape ad block? If it's some other ads, I would have.
As well, so.
If it's some other ads, I would have been fine.
I
but
mean, we are all very mature here.
yes,
guys, focus
mature.
on the plans, not on the anime lady.
Yes, I know it can be very hard for some of you, but try your best, okay?
Wasn't the clip of like MadPet being like, quick staring at that lolly and let's do some math?
God. Nice one, Dubato.
Clip of math.
Thank you, Snolly. Yep.
Hello, white man champs.
What? Me?
Then my brother, first things first, you don't know your colors.
My brother in Christ.
You're wearing yellow.
That's no. Maybe they were referring to you, Mr. White Man.
Sure, I just scare a lot of people with my whiteness.
Ah, yes.
My favorite
yes.
character in all of Minia is Walter White.
Oh god. Okay, I think it's time for us to actually explain what we're doing today.
Hello chat, hello. Glad to have everyone here. Hello. In this okay, let's not get sidetracked. It's a lot of things we're going to discuss. It's work, it's stuff. Okay. So today we're going to do something I've been forcing its to do for a while. What do you mean broccoli in you? It's you and you know it. We're going to... I've seen a lot of people being very mean to some aspects of PvZ2. Mostly the veterans really like to give their opinion out there. Everyone likes to give opinion. But some opinions are just bad. Some opinions are just bad. Some opinions are mid. Some opinions are some opinions. You can have your opinion. But today we're going to make something that the internet needed and we're going to throw more opinions on it. Today we're going to be as objective as possible. Mostly because people are either complaining about the designs, people are either complaining about how it works, and I feel like that's worth discussing. So in today's tier list, we're not going to rank the plant based on how it looks. We're not going to rank it based on how it works. We're going to do it a more complex way. And what I mean both. We're going to I can't word. We're going to take every single plant and we're going to evolve math. We're going to do it with math. We're going to take every single plant, right? And we're going to judge them from a scale to 1 to 10. 1 to 10, 1 to 5. I already forgot things. From a scale to 1 to 5 based on appearance and personality. We're going to take every single plant and discuss its appearance, its personality, how great it is, the pun and concept, more like the idea of the plant itself and the pun, and how easy it is to understand what the plant does based on how it looks or the pun. And then we're going to talk about gameplay mechanics, the actual part of the plant, that's how it works, and how interesting it works in practice, mostly because today every single thing is moddable, right? So if a plant has bad stats, but it has highly mod potential, that plant is going to get a high score. And afterwards, Mr. Daniel Lin, I hear you. Afterwards, it's please not going to help me, but afterwards we do smash or pass.
It's all his ideas,
and,
okay? I'm not related. Don't cancel me.
And to make this thing interesting, you guys can contribute to this. You guys have the chance to vote. You guys are not going to have as much freedom as we have, because I'm Silviu, thank you. Because I'm scared of your opinions, honestly. I'm very scared. So you guys are going to just rank the plant from a scale to 1 to 5. While we discuss every single detail and give in-depth scores, you guys can get like a base score, your opinion overall. And it's going to be added to the math. And at the end, the plant is going to... Do you have your doc on
Yeah, the document.
Chrome, like they can see?
The document is in the description, yes.
Yeah, and you can see in the description the grades. And based on that, it comes up with some math, and we have a final tier.
Yep.
And we place that plant on that tier.
We be method.
How will a gimmicky plant count in this, I wonder, or plant that counter a very specific zombie? I mean, that's a good question, and we're going to get the answer when we get there.
Yep, we get there when we get there. There's an...
Mostly because... like, tool... You mean probably tool plants. Like... They're probably like on the average, you know. They do nothing wrong. It's not like, if not a bit on the lower side. We have a document with every single plant from PvZ2.
Yep, this is all his work.
Why Smash for Pass? Why not? You hate fun? Anyway, P, try to keep the stream on the tier list. I'm going to update the list as we speak.
Yep.
So the stream looks a bit nicer. So let's take it from the start. Let's talk about our boy. It's kind of hard to concentrate on the plants with that anime wife on the top.
And it keeps changing. What the heck?
It's getting better and better, huh?
Oh god. Okay.
Peashooter. So, Peashooter. Okay. As I said, let's get it by categories. It's P. You said you wanted to make a poll in the chat?
Yep. Let's... Oh shoot, I can't make polls on here. I have to make... Oh, this is so messy.
A modding withdrawal. I have a PC that can't mod and it's been 5 days without making a wacky plant. Help. Take a random plant. Insta plant food. Good.
God.
In the meantime, Peashooter. How are we ranking them? Based on appearance?
Oh no!
Fun, gameplay mechanic. What?
YouTube will only allow 4 choices. 4.
Chat has no right to. Chat has no right
to vote 1. 2? No 2?
It's like I think. Let's. Do you want 2, 3, 4, and 5? Or 1, 3, 4, and 5?
I guess 1, 3, 4, 5 works.
No 2? Okay. Chat is going to be mean today. Silviu sounds like Indian. From this point on, I'm not reading chat anymore.
God.
Remove the ad, bro. The ad is part of the experience. Okay.
Bruh.
Okay, let's discuss. Peashooter. Let's take it first. Appearance and personality. What do you think of this fella?
He's so iconic. And his design just works.
Okay.
I have not a whole lot of words for Peashooter, to be honest. For the appearance,
Peashooter is a simple guy.
Yeah, it has a unique design and it's stuck. Like, okay, sunflowers look like sunflower, walnuts look like walnut. Peashooter doesn't look like an actual plant, but you come to accept it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Right?
He looks like a gun.
Exactly, and he's supposed to be.
And that's the thing. But when it comes to design, my only complaint is that I don't feel like Peashooter really works in PvZ2 art style. I mean, it works, it's a simple guy, but it lacks a bit of personality, if you know what I mean. The Peashooter could be way more expressive, and later entries in the franchise give Peashooter a bit more energy. They make him such a silly guy, they make him so fun.
That's
if we're
fair.
ranking as a character, Peashooter is 5 out of 5, clear, as a character in the franchise. But if we're talking design, how it is in PvZ2, I think I'm giving it a 4.
Okay, pretty harsh. Alright.
I mean, I need to be harsh because when something is 5, you know, it needs to be.
It needs to be 5.
Something
yep.
that it needs to have personality, it needs to be. He's just so simple. He's silly, he's cute, but that's about it.
Okay.
I guess you wanna. I can write your scores.
I have all the tabs
the
open.
list.
I have all the tabs open. So, alright. I'm a simple guy. I see Peashooter, I give 5.
No, it's fair. It's fair. But if we're talking about the pun, the concept itself,
I'm waiting.
come on, bro. It's the concept. What is Peashooter meant to represent? Peashooter is your tutorial. Is the thing that shoots. It's a Peashooter. It's legit a Peashooter.
Yeah, like okay. I think okay. Because maybe I'm not alone in this because I learned it like very late compared to when I played Blammer the first time. My first language is not English. I'm not a native, and I don't play FPS. No, I deal with guns, so I did not understand what Peashooter is supposed to mean. And maybe some of the people here still do not. So let me shed some light to people. Peashooter also refers to any kind of long-range weapons, usually guns in certain shooter games or just guns in general. Guns that don't deal a lot of damage are often referred.
Weak gun.
Yep, guns that don't do a lot of damage are often referred to as Peashooters. It feels like it shoots peas, not bullets. It doesn't hurt. And that's where the name Peashooter comes from. It's a play on word of like a pea shooter, which is a weak gun. But it's an actual plant shooting peas, so it's Peashooter. Is that what it means? See, see? Some people actually don't know this.
Words?
What?
You know words. Good for you.
His name is Peashooter and he shoots peas. Yeah, but it's more than that.
Exactly. So the pun is perfect.
So yep, 5.
5, clearly. I can be as objective or subjective. Like that's just amazing.
That's the fun.
Okay, and now the rough one.
Yeah.
Concept, the gameplay.
How do you rate something so simple?
Here's the thing. We're talking about the gameplay of Peashooter itself, like in every single possible project, right? If we're counting PvZ2, Peashooter is horrible. Peashooter was not made for PvZ2.
God.
It doesn't work. It's the thing that's meant to be replaced. It's the thing that everything else is meant to overshadow.
Yeah.
So, of course, he's not gonna be the greatest, but that's kind of the point. And when you look at mods, a lot of them don't really do anything about it. But there is stuff that can be done about it. Example, how much fun did you have with tier 3 Peashooter in Eclipse, for example?
Yeah, epic. But, you know, it's just...
Exactly. It's kind of like, for example, me in PvZ Romania, my vision of Peashooter was like, okay, how do you make him good? Make him cheap. So that's the unique part about it. So it's like, he shoots something. And that's it. That's how he works. And there's not a lot you can do with it, since a lot of stuff shoots something, and it shoots more interesting. But I feel like, considering the fact that he's the tutorial, he kinda gets a pass.
Yeah, it's...
Not a complete pass.
Yeah.
So it's... Because they could make him a bit more interesting, kinda like to scale, in a way. Or like, in PvZ1 he's 5 out of 5, mostly because... In that game,
it actually lasts a while, and the pacing actually allows him to be decent.
And there are not a lot of things that shoot in PvZ1.
Yeah, like our 49 plans, like only half of them are attackers or something like that. And
yeah,
like compare the daytime, right? You get Peashooter, get the plans. Before you get another attacker, It's the 7th plant. Hey, the
In
6th
PvZ 1,
is the...
every single attacking plant is based around Peashooter. In PvZ 2, every single attacking plant is based around Repeater.
That's what I get, yeah.
So like, if we're counting him PvZ 2 wise, he's a 3 or a 4. Mostly because he done nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's just that he did nothing wrong, man. But
I don't know how it's 3 or a 4. I'm feeling generous.
yeah,
Because he can still have a place. Like, being overshadowed, it's still a place. You know? He works gameplay wise. Plus, it's the tutorial thing. It's being like, okay, so my plants that I'm planting shoot. So gameplay wise, it serves its purpose.
I'm down for 4.
People are having. His name is Peashooter. People are having like. They're talking. Okay, so can we see like the end results of people voting? There are 21 votes.
Okay, so hold on. I can't hit end poll because that would. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna put the numbers in.
I need to make myself a better setup.
Oh.
Because it's kind of hard for me to read chat.
It comes down to 3.7. That's quite low.
Huh. People don't really like Peashooter, huh?
Yep. And our first plan gets an A.
Okay, that's good, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like that's fair. Look, the list is working. The math is working.
Yo. And how long it took us? 10 minutes per plant?
It wasn't for plant. It was a lot of discussion as well. But shush. It's gonna be epic. And Peashooter is like the case. There is a lot more to talk about.
Okay, when you end the poll, there's the result. So good. What's that ad?
Okay,
yeah, ad's gonna be there. The ad's gonna be there. Hold on, I think
you're saying like you're complaining.
I am complaining.
I'm not.
God. Okay.
As for Smash or Pass, Peashooter is a pass for me. Moving on. Sunflower. Do I need to elaborate? I don't think like I need to elaborate.
Wait.
Okay, good, thanks. What happened? Why is the final score S now?
What?
Ah.
What? It was A! I mean, it was A second ago.
What did you do, P? I said pass and now it's suddenly an S tier plant.
No, what? What? I have no idea, maybe... Yeah, but... Yeah, it's S now.
Why?
I don't know! It was a couple minutes ago.
The math is based.
Alright, we don't ask questions about the math.
We don't ask questions about the math.
We do not.
Me literally. Base community. Excuse me. Okay. Moving on, Sunflower.
Mm-hmm.
Can we move on to Sunflower?
Yeah.
Okay, so appearance and personality.
Meanwhile, come on.
Put the pool, something.
Come on.
Sunflower, now. You see it in every single level and you're complaining. You know? I get that thing in almost every single level and I'm never complaining. Why? It's cute, and truth be told, she has more personality than Peashooter.
Absolutely.
She has a face expression. She smiles.
Absolutely.
when she does her animation, she does a little smile and her face lights up. It has a lot of personality. It really does. And the appearance is kind of cute. I kind of prefer it more the PvZ2 way because it's the face a bit more lighten up rather than the more like normal color sunflower that's usually in PvZ1. I don't think there's a lot to say about appearance. Just an S.
Yeah,
5 out of 5.
Yeah, no complaints to be made there. Bonus point for singing.
As for the pun and concept, it's a sunflower. It makes sun.
There's nothing I can complain about it, so it has to be
It's
5
like-
for me.
And okay, mostly like the concept.
Hmm.
In every single tower defense game, a unit that generates more of your currency is always going to be epic.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Plants vs Zombies in general is very different in this aspect compared to
Plants
other
vs
tower
Zombies
defense.
is just built around it. You can't play
Yeah.
Plants vs Zombies without a unit that generates stuff. So the entire game is built around her.
Yeah.
So can you give like the concept less than the max? Like 5 out of 5?
Yeah. Nah. I'm down for another 5. I can't complain about it.
And that also leads to gameplay and mechanics. She's
No.
the way you play Plants vs Zombies.
Now, yes, but if we talk mechanic, there are some, we're not talking about power creeps, but I feel like other plans.
The gameplay, like if we compare it directly to other sun producers,
I mean, obviously it's gonna be worse. You can't make, like, some producers are divided into 2 groups, right? The stationary ones, and the hybrids one.
you mean stuff like stationary, like sunflower, sunshroom, twin sunflower, and the other ones like solar sage, solar tomato.
Sunbeam, gold leaf. Not gold leaf counts the other way, but yeah.
Gold
those.
leaf is kind. It's kind of like in an in between. It's kind of like a secondary sun producer, but it's a gimmicky one.
Yeah, like when we talk about stationary sun producers, how you not gonna how do you balance them?
I feel like in this case, sunflower is the base one. So sunflower clearly gets like either 4 over 5, and the rest of them depending on what they bring to the table and how unique that is.
Yeah.
Like sunshroom giving like the sun growing mechanic, and twin sunflower just giving the idea of twin sunflower being a more expensive, more risk reward, stuff like that, right?
So I feel like as the base.
Also, when you play a mod, the first thing people ask is it 25 sun meta or 50 sun meta, which is a thing that depends on the sunflowers.
I mean,
So I
that
feel
is
like-
true, but okay, yes, it is true, but there are other aspects of the whole sun meta that doesn't relate to sunflowers. But yeah, it does depend on sunflower a whole lot.
It's a 5 for me.
Yeah.
For me, sunflower is it's one of the perfect plant. It's a perfect plant for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely no complaint.
I'm just gonna go for 4 because I feel like
I grew to like sunflower even more due to PvZ Romania as well.
I
because
know.
It's the only
I know.
I grew to like it a lot.
I know
more.
what. Yeah, I know the reason why. But yeah, we are talking about vanilla here, and
Yeah. This is why we're having multiple opinions on here. So the list is a bit more objective because I'm gonna be subjective to what I like. I
alright.
need to appreciate my girl.
Yeah. Okay.
And what does chat say?
Okay. So it's time for the chat. Here we have 7.
Those are some pretty good
Eight.
scores.
Wow, that is indeed some good score.
Nobody said 1. That's it. As for smash or pass, you already know the answer.
Yeah.
Do I need to say it out loud?
I mean, at this point, why not?
Solar flare is as popular as it is for a reason. Damn, chat score is actually pretty good.
Yep, the poll comes down to 4 point. I'm just gonna round it up to a single decimal digit because it's easier that way.
4.4. Yeah.
4.4. 18.9. One short of S plus.
Sunflower is S plus too unreasonable?
Perhaps.
Because she almost got perfect scores. Do we lower the S plus requirement from 18.5 onward?
Sure.
To be more fair?
Let me...
Because the final thing leads to chat, and chat is never going to be a perfect file.
Let me...
And I feel like Sunflower deserves it. And I don't think there's going to be a lot of plants there.
What? Function... Define name function. It did?
Sup guys? Smash. Kidding obviously, we're a Sunflower, huh? There are other plants that are more special than Sunflower.
God, still. There we go. S tier.
So S plus?
Yeah, S plus tier, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, now we go for the walnut.
He's a guy. God.
Okay, we take it step by step while you write to the pool.
It's pole. It's pronounced pole, and it's spelled with double L, not double O.
I know. I like more how it sounds. Walnut. Appearance. When I think of the walnut personality, I'm thinking of his face when he's almost eaten.
He
like,
has a personality. Even he has a personality more than Peashooter.
He's a Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, he's a lovey-dovey boy.
Like, yeah, it has a personality, but I'm not sure how much I'm vibing with it myself. You know what I mean?
I guess.
I never liked the dumb character, stereotypical like dumb big guy. I never really liked that kind of like character. Especially when he's dumb being guy, but he's not intimidating. He's just... So he kind of gives me like an iPhone kid. He's fat, he's dumb, and that's it.
Man, the walnut fans are going after you.
Like, sure, that's a personality, but it's not one I really like. Like, appearance, like, it's fine. I kind of like PvZ 1 a bit more.
Like, okay.
Mostly because PvZ 1 didn't look as goofy.
Yeah,
It was a bit more...
Like me personally, right? Personality? If it's just personality alone, I would have given him 5, but because of the appearance, he doesn't look like a walnut anymore in Bloomerang 2.
Most people thought he was a potato.
Yeah. Even more so in Bloomerang 2. But yes, people in my country they call walnut potato all the time.
Same. I had an entire discussion in the lunch break at university about him being a walnut potato.
Like, yeah, some people just don't read names, I guess.
I mean, why would you when you play a game that's not in your language? You don't really care for text, you just care for gameplay. Especially when you're a little kid. The game is from 2009. Afterward.
After all.
After all, yeah. I tried English. I couldn't. It's.
Yeah.
It's. Appearance. It's. I don't wanna be mean since he's a classic, but for me, he's kind of like a 3. If I'm being generous.
Damn.
And I'm being generous because in my like. I don't know. I'm not vibing with it. He's alright, but
Jeez.
His entire body is one color.
Yeah, and
you know,
that's how walnuts is. That's how walnuts are.
I know, but having a plant, a real life plant, and putting a face on it.
Hold on.
Being a fruit, he's a circle.
Is it time?
He's just a circle.
Is it time?
Oh no, I think I know what we're gonna do.
He's a walnut, for goodness sake.
He's a circle. He's an orangey circle. With
Don't you dare! He's not a circle. He's an ellipsis.
I can give like some credit to PvZ 1. He looked cooler in that one. He looked a bit more like, at least when he took damage, he didn't look like a dumb guy. He looked depressed. And that's cooler, I guess. Depression is cool.
See that?
I'm
no!
He's not. He's a 3. And I'm being generous.
Unacceptable.
Let's move on. Pun and concept. 5 out of 5.
No drama.
No drama here. A walnut. That's a nut and a wall.
Best.
He's a wall, blocking things. It's kinda like stalling enemies, like keeping them in place is the coolest form of stalling. Moving on, gameplay and mechanics. Do I have anything to say about walnut in gameplay? Wall plants in general are...
Yeah.
Any opinion I have on walnut, gameplay-wise, is an opinion I have like on walls in general.
Of all the walls, yeah.
Because they're a bit samey. Some of them do some really unique stuff. And some very cool stuff. But every wall is going to have the same flaw.
Especially in Appease-mint too, right? Where like every row has at least one insta-kill zombie.
Garg.
Yeah, Garg are more prevalent, and every third specials can insta-kill a guy. So like,
it's not his fault though.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
He was born in the bad place.
Yikes.
What music do you have on right now?
I say I don't want to be harsh, but I'm thinking 3 this one.
I'm saying 3 because I feel like every other wall, they have a certain gimmick that gives them a bit more of a hit, huh? Like Endurian gimmick, yeah, that's cool. Tall Nut, kinda. Infinite, amazing. Every single other one.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
To justify. We get there when we get there. But the base one with absolutely no gimmick, 3.
Yep.
What does chat think?
Alright, it's time for the chat. Okay, let me end poll. Let me see the numbers. Okay, hold on.
A bit more mix. A bit more mix.
Ooh,
people overall are saying 3. I like how so far nobody said walnut plant food. The Juggernaut? The Juggernaut is cool, I'm gonna give it that. But I don't feel like it's cool enough to justify it.
3.7. That's somehow exactly the same as Peashooter. Huh, okay.
Okay, chat. You're okay.
Okay.
Okay, he's a B tier. So far, I agree with all the all the grades. Walnut being a B tier, I completely agree. How the hell did he become A again?
What?
He turned from B to A. What happened?
I did not do anything. What? Huh? Hold on, let me check. Let me check the formula. Oh, you
He's
have
gonna be here forever. Yeah, that's the point.
you have to be 15 plus for A. So yeah, he's A.
15 plus? I feel that like that's a bit generous.
Ah. Sure. What do you think? 16?
Yeah.
But then there's a huge gap between everything now. Between A and B.
Move B with 1 point, C with 1 point.
Sure.
Because in practice, I don't feel like Walnut deserves an A. In the meantime, let's discuss about Walnut Smash for Pass. Enough discussion.
Alright, this is coming together.
Okay. Moving on, let's
We have
discuss about
And a
Potato
very
Man.
interesting one.
Man, okay. There are a lot to discuss about. Okay, so appearance and personality. Do I need to say it?
I mean, it's our job.
I fucking love him. He's
So
such
true.
a cute guy.
So true. So true.
He has, you know what's, okay, I'm not gonna count it, but you know what sound he makes in Garden Warfare?
What?
He sounds like a rabbit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He
Right.
sounds like a rabbit. And I feel like that's giving him such, it's giving him such it's, I like him. It's
Just-
giving him, I'm not gonna count it, but even without that, he's just a small guy. Small guys are going to always have a thing for everyone. He's like a little baby. He's a landmine, yeah, and he has a surprisingly amount of personality considering he's just a small circle on the floor with another circle on his head.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's just so simple it works.
And somehow him having did you misspell the name by
What?
put out mine?
No, I swear to God, that was not.
Okay, put out mine. He has like those bunny teeth that personally I don't like the character trait in characters, but somehow I love him on him. I don't know why, I just love it on him.
Yeah, he's. I can see it. He's a little scrumbly boy.
He's just looking forward. He's I don't know, he has a charm I can't really explain.
That I can't disagree.
He's a 5. He is a 5 in appearance.
Yep.
As for the punning concept,
Okay, the pun
the concept is
has
amazing.
gone down. The pun has gone down.
The concept is amazing.
But yeah, it's potato. Potato lives underground. And what else is underground?
It's-
Mine.
So when you think about it, the first plans, you have a gun, you have a factory, and you have a landmine.
Yep. You have bunk. Yeah, you have You have shield and you have landmine. This is war.
Yeah, he's very warlike. So this is why I kind of respect it, mostly because, okay, you have a lot of things that shoot, you have a lot of things that generate, you have a lot of things that, well, you don't really have a lot of money.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Things
Denostan
that
asked,
require time to arm.
how many plants are we ranking today?
How many we have time for?
We don't have a lot of time.
I feel like the discussion is the fun part, so
Yeah, no rush.
we're not rushing anything. If you guys want, we can jump up on for some more weird takes, like some more random plans, like not taking them in order. But
Yep, next we're gonna like start from next stream. We're gonna start from the bottom.
next we start with the means and then. I kind of get the pun. But the pun doesn't work with the concept. He's a potato mine. There are potato mines, but they don't explode, you know?
Ah.
So there is a play on words. But yeah, it is kind of like a pun name, you know? But it doesn't explain how it works as good as the others. So like, it is there. And I think for pun and concept, I'm giving it a 4.
Hold on. Kana in the chat said
it's not perfect.
They need to see a Snappy in S plus before they go.
Do you want to get to Snappy first? I can talk about Snappy. I have.
Not quite. After potato mine maybe.
After potato mine, we got straight to Snappy.
Yep.
To make the. You think it should be harsher on pun and concept? I feel like the play on words, it's enough to justify it. And the concept is fantastic.
Me no. So, 4 for me.
4, fair. Gameplay and mechanics, 5.
5. This plan
5.
is useful all the way up to the end. Because it just works.
You can do so much with it as well.
This is the definitive plan when we want to see how good a Plant vs Zombie player is that if they can manage early game well.
Skill. And the thing is that he takes skill. Like you might say it's the insta that falls off the worst late game. If you know what you're doing, he's great late game as well.
Yeah, like you can pre-plant.
And
then you can protect them with like sunflower meteor. And you can still kill like bucket heads and stuff if you really would need to. It's just that late game you don't need much and things that you need to get rid of, you want to get off of it right now. But if we want continuous pressure.
The only thing is that when it comes to him being moddable, if you have a potato mine that costs more than 25, he's awful.
Not always.
Maybe in practice, but to me, he looks weird with any other. No, it's a mere thing. So for me, potato mine, yeah, gameplay is a 5.
5.
As for smash or pass, I'm sorry, I cannot smash this. Not because explosive, because he's a baby.
Good.
I'm not about to Minecraft YouTuber on this.
Oh wow.
What does chat think?
Was very interesting.
It's a 50-50! I appreciate this is the chat. It's never been this clear.
4.5.
4.5. Does that mean our boy is S plus?
No, that's 18.5. Exactly.
You can count it as S plus, brother.
I literally asked you this if we're gonna accept exacts or not.
I never thought it's going to happen exact. He is a S plus. I feel like he is an S plus. You disagree with him being S plus?
No, it's just I asked you this before.
I How was I supposed to know? There were going to be 12 people. 6 of them are going to think he's going to be.
Yeah, I'm changing every grade.
Well. Question: what music is on the background? I can hear. What music is on the background?
Is it too quiet?
And I can't hear because I don't have the stream on.
Oh.
Or I have it on mute.
Yeah, we on Hollow Knight.
Oh, okay. I thought you kept it on Ace Attorney.
No.
If you have skill issues, Primal Potato Mine. When we count actual balancing, it's... I feel like Potato Mine is...
There you go.
It's something different.
And are we gonna go by release order or by score on the tier list?
Core.
Alright, so that means...
If you want to be more exact.
That means Potato Mine is in front of Sunflower.
Sunflower has a higher score.
Wait, never mind. Me dumb. Okay.
Slightly. Mostly because chat likes Potato Mine more. So do we go for Snappy?
Yeah.
F it. Okay. Snappy. Appearance. What do you think, P? Let me find Snappy on the list. Do I need to control F?
Yeah. You type in snap and then you see Snapdragon and then you type enter again, you see code Snapdragon and you enter again. Okay. Mr. Snappy.
What do you think of his appearance?
Appearance? This thing I don't know what it's based off of. It's like a pea pod?
It's a pod that has, and it has like its little vine.
Oh, like I'm looking at the plant. So is it just like pea?
Of course, he's meant to be like a fusion between Peashooter and Chomper. That's, of course.
Like,
and I appreciate him not having the same shape as Chomper.
Yeah, that's a good detail.
Like, he's a bit more of a pod. So that works. And if Chomper didn't exist, this guy would be such a... Not gonna lie, I think this guy would be cooler if Chomper didn't exist. Being such a random, what the hell is this?
I think design personality wise, I can give this 5.
He's supposed to be ugly, in a way, right?
Yeah, it's like... Is Chomper ugly? Is Chomper ugly?
Chomper is more cool than ugly. This guy goes a bit on...
Really?
Uglier than cool. But it's the thing, I don't think it's ugly. But my only complaint design-wise is that it's all the same color.
So green again?
It's... When most of the plants are green...
What would you have in problem with single color?
I don't really have that much of a problem, but the design is not going to stand out in a group when a lot of the plants are green. Right? When you have so many green plants near each other, like they're not going to stand out that well.
Well, yeah,
like,
they plant.
Like Snappy cannot appearance and personality. I like his personality. Surprisingly, he has some personality. The little guy is so happy.
Yep, he just goes shom and then poof, goes out the zombie head.
The shooter inside is so happy. It's like... And I kinda like him being such a glorious thing. Not every single design needs to be pretty and stuff. And him being weird, I feel like works for him. He's 4 or 5 for me. That's the thing. I actually really like him.
Okay. Because I'm about to go for 5-5.
No, I really like how he looks. He's kind of like... He grew a lot on me. Perfect, thank you. We're on the same. Pawn. He's like a dog. Chomper is also like a dog. So, but he is kind of like... Chomper is more of like a loyal dog. He's just a happy to be here kind of dog.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Personality, not personality, punning concept. Man, since I didn't give Potato Mine a full 5 out of...
Okay, so...
Okay, 2 things. Pun. The pun is more of a play on words, right? It's snappy.
Well, it's a bit of twofold thing. So like, yeah, he's snappy, but snappy is also an actual plant. Snappy is also...
it is?
Yeah. It's a type of pea.
It's better than I thought.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna
But yeah,
say, like,
it is
going
like...
to be a 4, not a 5.
Yeah, it is like... Snapdragon, once we get there, is like... Is that the pun works, but it... There's the pun in it, but it doesn't relate to what the plant actually is. Right? Snapdragon is like a flower thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in Plant Wants Me 2, Snapdragon looks like an actual dragon more than a plant.
Which is, I feel like it's better.
I'm not saying it's better or worse, it's that the pun's kind of... It's not really that much of a pun if it doesn't actually base off the actual thing that the pun names it's based off of.
I feel he deserves a... for me, he's a 4. Mostly because I kind of mixed on the concept.
I can say 4.
I'm kind of mixed on the concept, right? It's kind of like a long-range chomper that shoots the heads back.
Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about balancing and stats.
We're not talking about balancing.
Yeah.
So the concept is kind of like iffy for me, right? When the concept itself is this plant, but, right? And he's so tied up to Peashooter and Chomper.
Right, and I feel like if he just Chomper that shoots, yeah, he's gonna be worse, but this feels like okay, like yeah, like why does he have the ability to go down? I mean, you know what? Chomper in Garden Warfare, they can do that. So like, I was gonna complain like how they can borrow the ground, but I guess Chompers can borrow the ground, but I don't know.
He's more excited. The more I look at the thing, it's kind of like the best design they could have went with in appearance. It actually, like, when you make a hybrid of those two plants, this is the best you can kind of go with.
Which is
As for gameplay and mechanics, okay, so I used Snappy in PvZ Romania, so you can make interesting stuff with him. But his gameplay goes to insta-kill a zombie, then insta-kill another zombie with the head, then insta-kills another zombie with the borrow, then insta-kills another zombie with the head. So it's kind of like insta-kill, then insta-kill, then insta-kill, then insta-kill, and if the head is not insta-killing, the head is worthless.
Yeah,
right?
Like gameplay, if it's just gameplay, I'll give it quite low, but the mechanics, the modability.
The best things you can make is give the head splash.
Like, okay, I've seen a mod.
Shooting different from...
I've seen a mod that does this. Okay.
PvZ Romania.
No. Okay. They remade it into an entirely different plant. It's not visually snappy anymore, but it's made with snappy. That one is for sure. So they have an ambush where they spawn a retextured zombie that can't be hit normally, but Snappy can still see him. And then those zombies, those recent zombies will walk backward away from the house, so they don't do anything. But if you have this plant, it can take the zombies down and shoot the heads, and the heads can deal splash damage and inflict slowness, inflict chill. So yeah, there's a whole lot of things you can do about it. This and like there was a really cool gimmick, right? The zombies, the backward walking zombie itself, when it reaches a zombie, it will buff it. But if you use Snappy and Snappy eats the zombie and then chews out the head will shield the zombies. So
I'm
yeah,
thinking if I'm giving him a 3 or a 4, but I'm more leaning to 3.
that's fair.
In
That's fair
gameplay.
because of gameplay.
Like, mechanics are cool, but gameplay.
Hmm.
He doesn't play the greatest. So, yeah, I think he's a 3 for me. Even though I really like the guy. And I feel like chat is... You didn't make the poll.
I just
Oh,
did.
you did. Oh, sorry.
I just did. Yeah,
Chat,
I'm giving it a 4.
you have like...
You have 1 minute.
So, this is going to be a bit awkward waiting for the chat. But, and I could have talked about Smash or Pass, but I don't feel like there's a lot to talk about Smash or Pass on this guy. He's...
I'm not gonna say
I mean,
anything.
he is freaky.
I'm not gonna say anything.
He is freaky.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Am I into this kind of... No, he looks too innocent.
I'm not gonna entertain the chat this way.
Chat, vote faster, please. I think I'm saying... Pass. Yeah. So, chat, Snappy, am I right?
We have
Vote
8 votes.
quickly.
I think that's enough.
Is it? I'll be waiting for
We have 16 people.
10.
I guess, yeah, 10, sure. Oh, still at 8.
So how was your day, P?
Just wake up, work on Promising Hero Reimagine, eat, sleep, wake up, do stream, sleep.
Fascinating. Okay, we can stop the poll now. We've been waiting enough. What are the poll scores? Oh, okay. Who said 1? Chat! Who? Come, okay. Come clean. Who said 1? I'm not gonna shame you. No, I'm totally lying. I'm going to trash you. Who said 1? Who am I kicking? You people have no taste.
Yeah, he's got 3.5.
Sure. I can type it. 3.5. Ah, he's an 8 tier. He's a perfect 16.
Yay!
Jokes on your chat. He's still 8 tier. Bro, calm down. It's a plant. It's not just a plant.
It's a way of life.
He's my boy. He's an A tier, not an S tier.
Oh.
Which, you know what? Fair. Do we go back to Cabbage? And then see who in chat picks a random plant?
I guess.
Okay. With Cabbage, there is a lot of discussion. Which I don't think we're going to get into a lot of detail when it comes to mechanics, but when it comes to appearance, to be fair, PvZ 1 Cabbage and PvZ 2 Cabbage, I feel like they're different.
Yeah. They're like same, different. I don't know.
feel I like the color of the PvZ Tour one because it's kind of like a different kind of green, you know. It's more of like a
It's a dark green. It's a
dark
cabbage.
color green,
Cabbage
which
green.
kind of makes him stand up a bit more from other green plants. But it's kind of he has an interesting build, but he kind of lacks personality.
It's just like Peashooter. It's just
Like-
blank canvas. Hey,
Even
Chad,
Peashooter,
come on!
I
Don't be
feel
don't be so harsh on my boy Cabbage, okay? He's my friend.
I mean, he looks like a friend.
Yeah, if not friend, my friendship.
But I still feel like he has a little bit less personality than Peashooter.
Yeah, even less so
I'm
because
ranking
he appears
ranking how he looks.
in less media in general.
I'm ranking based. We also include the animations, right? Because those are the ones that give him personality. That's the thing. He doesn't have a lot of that. He doesn't have a lot of flair.
Also, why does the cabbage projectile scale weird? Said Chad. What do you mean scale weird?
That also.
Oh yeah, they for some reason change the size of the cabbage. Like many couple updates ago, years updates ago.
Yeah, when
But
I look at him,
yeah, look at him, look at his face.
he's not ugly, but
Come on.
he's not amazing either. I'm feeling his only thing is that he's a catapult, and I'm not sure how cool when I look at him, right? It's either a 3 or a 4.
I mean, I'm saying all this, but I'm not defending him either. I'm actually gonna give him a 3.
Same. It's kind of like.
Oh man.
Here's the thing. Him and Colonel are kind of like not having a lot of personality. Melon has personality.
Melon is a big guy.
Not only that, he also moves a bit more happy. And
his
string that connects to the catapult itself is a bit more interesting. His Melon is a vibe. He's a bit lackluster, Cabbage. As for the pun,
it doesn't quite work as well. It's from the word catapult.
Yeah, to be fair, if we're going with all the melon, with all the pults, Cabbage-pult theoretically as a pun works the best. Because cabbage is the closest thing to catapult. No, this is the thing that rhymes or fits the most. Cabbage-pult, catapult. It also works with kernel-pult, catapult, kinda.
Not really.
The other ones, pepper and melon.
No,
Cabbage-pult is the best in that regard.
The thing is with suffixes like this is just that it works for the first plant and that's it. That's enough. Puff shroom, mushroom, that's it. And the rest of the shrooms don't have anything to do with the word mushroom, just like this. The rest of the pult doesn't have to do anything with catapult anymore.
So I feel like he deserves a bit of credit for that. And the concept like lobbing projectiles, the concept is alright in PvZ 1.
Because of the roof.
In PvZ 2 is not even lobbing to hit specific enemies, it's lobbing to ignore graves. And a lot of times hitting graves is better than ignoring them.
Yeah, like you need to hit those graves, otherwise those tomb racers is gonna raid you.
Not only that, it's the thing of like also you get him and then you get Bloomerang who kinda ignores them anyway.
That yeah.
And then you have like okay, and then you have Dark Ages, guess what? It's better to hit the graves in Dark Ages because sun.
Yep. And guess what?
And then I guess ice blocks. Like, he works only against barrel.
Yeah.
That's the only zombie I would say, yeah, this guy is good against. It's better than average.
So what do you think?
So like, the con... Man, I'm thinking of a 2, honestly. But no, the
Damn.
pun. No. I can give it a 2 just because of the pun. It's 3.
Same.
Because the pun raises it a bit. If it was kernel pulse and it would have been the same stuff. No, the pun would work and it was a 2, but because the pun, it's 3. As for gameplay and mechanics,
I can give it a bit more
stuff you can make
because of the plant food.
It's kind of like, oh yeah,
I love. Yeah, right. They could have just done the same thing with a Peashooter and make him shoot a bomb. Done, but no, they decided to go for something different.
I also like PvZ Romania made me like him a bit more, but that's me stretching his thing. The most interesting thing you can do with him is give him different stats from Peashooter. That's the most interesting thing you can do with him.
Yep, big cabbage used to be the meta.
And when the most interesting thing you can make to a plant is make it different from another plant.
Oh boy.
It's really telling, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's a 2. It's not quite 1.
I'm down for a 3. Just because of how novel the plant food is.
1 would be a plant that kind of contradicts itself. And he's just not impressive. He's just boring.
Yeah.
As for Smash or Pass, not my thing.
Understandable. Alright, chat score is really bad. Really bad for the guy.
To be fair, that's to be expected considering the fact that there is an entire video on YouTube talking of how he's worse than Peashooter in every single way.
Yep.
He's not adding a lot.
Who's that? Whose video is that again? Is it
660?
Yeah, I was messing between creeps and 660 and J. Okay, so
I appreciate the guy who voted for 5 though.
Yep, the one person.
There is like some appreciation for him.
Oh god, 2.2. Which puts him in D tier. Oh no.
Fair. Honestly, fair. I don't think there's going to be a lot of E's or F's. Mostly because there is something you can appreciate with. So chat, we go for a random plant or we go with Bloom?
Well, I saw Endame suggest bowling.
Let's go!
Alright. So this is what we're gonna do. One plant according to release and then just chat one plant.
Okay. Bowling. Appearance and personality. So let me stare at him. No, the more I stare at him, the more charming he is. It's I don't like it myself, but I can say he's charming. I like how his face is kind of like the bowling balls, like the spots you put your fingers in. That is charming, in a sense, and they're all different colors.
Silvio, why is the plant list? Why is the plant list in the cheat based off the new world order?
Because that's what Wikipedia did.
Screw 'em.
I didn't want to miss any of them, so I went by Wikipedia order.
Screw 'em. I'm gonna change it later.
Okay, you do, but anyway. I also don't like the fact that the mints are at the end. It's bowling ball. They're not. I'm not vibing with it myself because we went from plants that have 1 or 2 color to him having 3.
And
they're also vibrant to each other.
Apparently 3 is too much and 1's too little for you.
It's not a thing. Is that the colors are like completely from different spectrums.
No, green and blue is very close.
Yeah, and then you have yellow.
Yeah,
or orange.
They are exactly, literally in the color spectrum next to each other.
I mean,
if it's like light blue and then yellow and then red, I would agree with you.
Yeah,
but these are really close together.
Here's the thing, they're chunks of said color. They're not like they're mixing. They're like, this part is blue, this part is yellow, this part is green.
Well, because they are different bulbs.
I know, it makes sense, but it's awesome. It's also the personality. They don't have a lot.
I don't know, man. The small thingy above the head kind of do a lot for me.
It does, yeah. And the faces themselves are great. I don't know. It's a 4 or a 3 for me. I think I'm leading more to a 4.
I'll do 4.
I like how you're complaining and then you give the same score.
What? What?
You're roasting my take and proceed to give the same score.
No, because my general ranking is higher than yours, so you sound like you're gonna give it a 2 or something.
No, I'm trying to be as correct as possible.
Sure.
I'm trying to be as, because it's not like he does. Okay, I'm giving it a 3. It's not like he does anything that's like bad, and there is some charm to it. Said charm doesn't work on me though.
God.
As for the pun,
it's, hold on, I have to check some of the plants. I have to check.
Same. I know what a bulb is, but is this thing called like a bowling ball? Is called also bowling ball or something? I guess it kind of rhymes.
Above, it just above onion, like that. A bulb.
Yeah, I know about the bulb thing.
But yeah, there's no bowling bulb. It's just bowling ball and bulb.
I guess it's just rhyming. Bowling ball, bowling bulb.
It's not. It's not rhyming. I think it's called alliteration. But yeah.
Sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something. It's not random. It's not completely random, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bowling potato.
Yeah.
You know, or bowling onion. It's and the concept. I don't like using this guy, but I must give him the concept is.
Don't know about you, but I love the concept. I love it.
I don't vibe with it. I don't vibe playing with it, but the concept is great. It's such chaotic in such a fun way, and them being different heads. I guess it's a 3 for me. Or a 4.
Sure.
I don't have strong opinions about it, you know? So for me, it's kind of like, it's okay.
I do, and he's 5. Cause, like...
Gameplay and mechanic.
The bowling thing, it has been with the franchise since the 5th level of Plant vs. Zombie 1. And they never do anything with it else.
Yeah.
And then they made it a plant. And it's perfect. They could have just made it... And they tried to make it just one bulb dealing 1 type damage. Then you decide to go with this, which is like,
Yeah, it's better.
yeah, it's better. All right.
Okay, you increased it to me. You made me change my mind. Just because of the entire story.
Let's go.
Gameplay and mechanics. Man, even I don't like him to play with him, but even I must agree that you can do so much with him.
Yeah, you can change which head reloads first. You can change how fast they recharge, and you can change the. It's basically 3 projectiles. You can do all the thing with 3 projectiles.
And the bouncing thing is unique to him, and it's. I must agree. Yeah, he's a 5 in.
Right?
Not in concept, in gameplay and mechanics. He's a 5 here. He's not smashable though. He's a pass. What does chat think?
Chat is very base.
Okay. I guess I'm on a minority, not really vibing that much with him.
You wait on the chat
He's
score.
okay.
Me go calculate.
What?
You stay on bowling ball. I'm go back to the.
It's the design. It's
4.2.
chat is based.
Yep, type it down, please, and tell me to score the grade.
4.2.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
What is it?
He's an ass.
Yo.
Okay. He is the exact same score as Peashooter.
Oh, okay. So I guess when it's tie, we do the order then. Release order.
Do you like him more than Peashooter or not?
No, Peashooter is too iconic.
Same. We made the choice. Moving on.
Alright, back to Bloomerang.
Oh boy, I'm going to upset so many people.
What? What can you possibly say to Bloomerang that would upset
Okay.
people?
Appearance. Let me look at the guy. So. Okay, whatever you say, Peashooter man. When the Peashooter man says Peashooter is cool, you can already tell that the opinion is going to be one-sided. Okay, Bloomerang. What do I think about how he looks? Can you show him on stream?
That's him.
That is him. It's... I really like the blue. I must say.
The blue makes it very... The blue makes it Egyptian somehow. Egyptian. I don't know.
And the colors of the line on the blue.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even though Bloomerang is from... Oh god, I don't want to get this wrong. Indigenous Australian people?
He kinda looks Aussie.
What? Okay, hold on. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to get cancelled. Hold on.
No, I can see.
Yeah.
If he talked, I can tell he would have an Aussie accent.
Yeah. Yep. It's a hunting tool used by Indigenous Australians. Let's go.
Which, I mean, Egypt is not in Australia, but close enough.
Hey.
I know it's not even close. I know.
Okay.
So I kind of respect the fact that he doesn't have the face in the middle of the flower. He is a flower plant that looks like very different from other flower plants.
It looks like umbrella leaf kind of plant.
Yeah.
It's just that it's not a plant with a face. It's a plant with a stalk with a face.
It's a really unique design.
Mm.
And not a lot of plants are using those colors, and I kind of look how the boomerang's looking like hair, as well as being like, if you close your eyes and don't look at the face, you just see a flower. If you look at the face, you see a guy. Right?
I guess, I suppose. But like, you can say that to a lot of plants though. Look at my boy Bonk Choy.
It's yeah, sure. But compared to other flowers, I don't know. Just the colors, just the colors make him stand out in such a unique way. As well as okay, and now I was thinking about personality. 5 or a 4. Just because his shooting animation, I say it's the cleanest one in the game.
Damn, like the way he receives the projectile back, it's just so good.
Yeah, and he has the best sound for a projectile.
Oh yeah. 5. I'm going 5.
Just the sound.
Because I have some strong words for the second category. Pun and concept.
You have your words.
Pun.
Pun is amazing.
The first plan where they just take a thing, put a word related to plant in it, and slap it and make it a. And I despise that it's Boomerang, but Bloom. Oh, Bloom is flower-based thingy. Got a plant.
It's not.
No.
It's not very specific.
It's not based on any plant at all. It's based on a thing, and then you make it not a thing by making it a plant by just put the word related to plants in the name. I don't vibe with that.
I'm not as passionate about it as you. Like
I don't vibe with that. And the concept. He's the first new plant you get. He's unlocked in ancient Egypt. Why is he a Bloomerang? Like the concept of you can come up with something else that can do the same thing. Like I mean, yeah, Boomerang kind of makes sense the most. But if you want to give something that has piercing and limited pierce, I guess yeah, Boomerang going back and forth when it reaches the max target. It's kind of cool. But there's gotta be something else that can work as good and actually fit the Egypt theme. So I can't. This is gonna be my first two.
I don't really care about teaming as much as you do.
God, no.
I mean, the color scheme fits the word aesthetic. The color scheme really fits.
That's not only reason why he's not a 1 for me.
So the pun, I don't care that much about it, and the concept. Here's the thing: he gets outshined, and it's like if he was the piercer, the concept would be way better. But since every 3 plants that shoots has pierce, if not 2 out of 3, or splash or something, the boomerang part is kind of like it's there. For me, it's a 3, I guess. As for gameplay, he doesn't really have anything unique about it.
Yeah,
does he?
When it comes to pierce, he is like the only few guy that actually has pierce cap, and I don't know is that a good thing or bad thing.
It's easier to work around.
Yeah, like legit. Is there any other plant with pierce cap?
Cactus.
Well, fair.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
And kinda lightning grid.
Does that count?
Kinda. It's number of targets that can get hit by the same attack, so it kinda is. Boring plant, to be honest. I mean, he's there. Plant food though is straight dog poop. Man, the plant food is such a cool concept. but it's horrible.
How you make that even work? Like, yeah, it looks cool, but the way to use it is that you have to sacrifice it by putting it in the middle of the lawn, the middle of the zombies.
I feel like Bloomerang could have been infinitely more interesting. He had arcs, kinda like in BTD6.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Right. Might be a bit too complicated for like the first few plans you get, but yeah, it would have been cooler.
Shut up! It's one of the first plans, and you're looking at it, and it's like, oh, PvZ H Bloomerang is good. I like more how he looks in PvZ H because I vibe with the art style, but he's alright, I guess. In PvZ H. He is. Do I give him a 2?
Dear.
Because, yeah, what can you make with him? You can't really do anything interesting with him.
Like for being the first Pierce option, you get and also being really early on. I say 3. Because at least he Pierce.
Because, I mean, sure, but he's so lackluster, and when you get Repeater, he becomes worthless.
He has a use.
It has one, but I wish he was better. I really wish. What does chat think? I'm passing on him.
Hey, very mid.
I appreciate that people didn't give him a straight 1. It is like, it's not like he's bad.
3.6.
Is he still higher than Cabbage?
Cabbage
He is higher than Cabbage.
He's Cabbage barely 10.
That's all I wanted to hear. It's a C tier. Which I kinda agree with. Okay, Mister, we talk about Roto or we talk about A.K.E.E?
A.K.E.E has been talked about a lot before.
We talk about A.K.E.E?
We talk about A.K.E.E.
Okay. We talk about A.K.E.E. Let's see. So, I kind of have mixed feelings on him. And I feel like the dog agrees with me. So if I am to stare at his eyes,
yeah, what does that say to you?
What does that say to me? I like how there are already 6 votes. People already. I can already tell that design-wise, considering the fact that he's old. Okay, why isn't he a repeater?
What?
Why isn't he a repeater clone?
Huh?
He has 3 cannons.
It's just part of the design.
I mean, yes, and it works. I like the fact that he has cannons. I like that he's not pulting. He works like a pult, but he's not a catapult. I like that. I like how the projectiles look. I like his expression.
Yeah,
mostly because most pults don't really have a facial expression, and he's all
most
happy
pults
about it.
don't have mouth.
Same, fair.
And that's like another big part.
I like his color. But I don't feel like he stands out that much.
I don't know. The shapes doing it for me.
He looks exotic. He looks cool.
And
But
I think that goes into the concept.
Okay. If I'm talking straight out how he looks,
He
that's
looks funky.
such a nice
Give me-
yellow. That's such a nice orange.
He looks funky. Mickey 5.
I'm giving it a 4.
Sure, Mr. Brutal Judge.
And I'm in for me to give a 5, I need to love it. And I feel like fun and concept.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so the pun, I might say it's one of the best in the game
yeah, it's
because
actually,
it's so unique.
it's the only plan to do this kind of thing. Like I don't know what
Yeah,
when
I must give it to him.
what's going on with the dev team at that time, but like to make a plan with I guess there's not much of a chance,
I don't
right?
care the fact that A.K.E.E is not literally explaining a mechanic or something. Just the abbreviation, it's cool. It's cool enough.
Like
It's so unique.
plans usually have longer words, longer names. So keeping this short, and they can get away with it easily.
Yeah.
Also, every Lost City plant gets this buff of they actually went with the theming, and 4 out of 5 plants are actually like exotic fruits or flowers.
I know. The only one who isn't is the gold leaf.
Yeah. And I guess it's
It's a bit
gold.
generic, but it's still yeah.
I guess it's
still
gold,
kind of
Lost
works.
City, treasure. Oh yeah,
Concept, I feel like is dragging it down there.
how so?
His Bloomerang.
Well, at least he's Bloomerang, but
But better.
yeah, more damage early on and then less going on. So like, it's a piercer that actually deal with health like tanky zombies quite well.
I get. I think I'm
Like-
giving a 4 as well. 4 in pun and concept.
Mickey Pipe. I love the pun, love the concept, love this, love
The pun is amazing, but the concept,
love Boomerang.
gameplay and mechanics.
Like okay, especially
Good luck with this one.
the first 2 category, we don't talk about the balancing or like
Yeah.
the actually what they do, but yeah, now we're gonna talk about what they do, and oh boy,
I tried to include him in PvZ Romania. I tried.
yeah, what went wrong?
He doesn't work. He doesn't have anything unique to the table. Like the projectiles losing damage, it's such a... Well, let me explain. Okay, the key enjoyer in the chat. I'm waiting.
We are waiting, but in the meantime, yeah, it's as I said. Okay, there's something going for it. That's, you know what I said.
There is, but there isn't enough.
Like the whole being a piercer that actually do somewhat well with healthy guy, tanky guy. It's kind of cool, but not enough.
I give Bloomerang a 2, so
And like
the
the thing of, don't forget, if the 2 targets are too far apart, they don't bounce. Which would give it more points in the concept, but give it less points in the gameplay.
He interacts funnily with Jester. Jester sucks.
God.
That's not a selling point.
Also, like, with gameplay, I have to say, Lost City is like has the worst setup plan, like the most generic setup plan. A straight guy, a lob guy, a wall, a stall,
And a
And-
producer.
yeah. It's just so generic.
But there are the best looking ones.
Fair, because
That's the thing.
because it's like the first one that, no, it's the second one that does this. The first being obviously Frostbite Cave. A straight, a lob, a wall, a stall, and an insta.
It's not the problem that they're reusing the trend, or at least making a trend. It's the problem, like they are straight out this plant, but better. Or at least like this plant, but we change a tiny thing and it's a new plant.
Yeah. And like
it's cabbage with the Bloomerang gimmick.
when you talk about when you said something about the three cannons on his head, yeah, it just make me realize that, yeah. Another thing is that after this point on, Plant Zombie 2 just don't have big plants. And his design actually allows for him to be a big plant, and they decided to not go for it.
Man, all I needed to see is him shooting from different heads.
Right.
Like at least like make him shoot faster, or be like first, second, third,
like,
first, second, third.
Right, like the
or make him hit 3 projectiles. Make it like
right, like in the I think the bottom part, the bottom part mortar, right? No, the mid part mortar, where it has 3 cannons and it's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's a wasted opportunity. Wasted design.
We give it a 2 or a 3. I think I'm giving a 2, same as Bloomerang.
2, sorry. Alright,
okay.
Chat.
The fact that for Smash or Pass on this one, I kinda have like, I have to think about it a bit.
I'll let you do that. Oh no, the score is very mid.
Pass. He has the cool guy aesthetic, which I'm not vibing with.
Oh, 9.24. We have to round it down, so 9.2. 3.2.
I'm writing it out. 3.2 is the final. Oh no, you're here.
3.2. And he is a B tier.
Ooh.
That's a bit high. I mean, like look what's in it. Look what's in A tier, right? Snappy. What do you think? Is he too low?
Man, he's carried by how he looks.
Yeah, I mean, look at my score. He's literally a 5.52.
Yeah, he's carried by how he looks, and it's.
But yeah, you need 15 for an A, so
he needs more. So yeah, going back to release order. Okay. So okay. Do we address to Iceberg as a he or a she?
It.
Sure.
Well, if we were, hold on, we use the. Okay, and now you make me think.
Cause almanac entry doesn't specify.
Oh no.
And the thing is, the only reason I'm considering it a she, it's the sound she makes in Heroes.
High pitch?
Yeah, it's a bit high pitch.
You know what? If
which is yeah, it's high pitch because it's
okay.
Right?
Okay. If it's never stated anywhere, we cannot be wrong. Do whatever.
Sure. So Iceberg Lettuce. Okay, we take it from the top. Appearance and personality.
It's like,
man, she shines.
It's the same. It's the same thing with like. It's the same thing with Potato Mine. Small, cute, and it works. Tiny.
Don't forget to make the poll.
Right. There's so much thing going on.
And focus the stream on her.
Huh? Oh yeah.
So I can stare at her. Why no use they? It's a plant. And I've... Anyway, not getting into that. Friend-shaped. So, okay. Personality, being a small guy with big eyes. That instantly give it a bit of personality. And it's shining. Like, that's the thing. She's very shiny.
Yeah, he's very glossy. His eyes, so. So, like, just for appearance
But
alone.
it misses some of the personality. It misses some of the personality Pokemon
Yeah.
has.
But this one has that one tooth. That one tooth really helps it. 2? Is it 2 or 1? I think it's 2.
Is
2 teeth. Really helps him. No, Iceberg Lettuce.
Iceberg is such a more simpler shape, you know, which is not converting as much.
But like Iceberg.
And
but
again,
I guess you can go.
it's all the same color, which kind of like.
Oh, it goes a bit white at the bottom.
It goes a bit white, sure.
Also, Iceberg Lettuce is maintained in a fridge is canon. Yeah. God, I wish.
Okay, if we count that animation, like that would be so charming. But it's like.
And like it would also give more points to Bloomerang because he shines there.
Yeah. If we go with outside media, she also has the advantage of BFN. Is it Ice Bloom? Is it Iceberg Lettuce? I don't care.
It's Iceberg Lettuce, but the shape is not quite. It just used the same name. It's like Citron.
Yeah. I feel like it's a 4.
I agree.
In appearance. It misses something, you know. It's not quite. It's still good, but it misses something. But in concept, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Just so good.
Iceberg Lettuce is such a clean one that they wanted to use it in PvZ.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, the Iceberg Lettuce, like, I am glad that we have Kernel instead, because it's something different, but I am also glad that the name Iceberg Lettuce get used somewhere.
Is it worth discussing? It's just... Wait, A.K.E.E in Heroes? No. And the concept... I will forever appreciate the zero cost, guys. And the concept is such simple.
Yeah, it's lettuce. What lettuce? Iceberg Lettuce. What do Iceberg do? They code.
Ice.
Yep.
It's so simple. What does Iceberg Lettuce do? Ice.
Exactly.
Gameplay and mechanics.
It's one of the, you know, it's a good baseline, but there are so much better plans that does the same thing or close to better. Stunyon, for example.
To be fair, I feel like Iceberg Lettuce is more popular than Stunyon just because of the design, and it's more like the free aspect. And I'm really thinking. It's not like it's doing any.
Yeah,
it is a good thing you get this thing early.
It's not doing anything like terribly wrong. It's just not a whole lot. Also, I kinda like that with the leveling update they actually made it so that when the freeze is done, the zombies also chill afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's actually kind of cool.
So that's goes in the mechanics, because that means a lot more things modders can change.
Yeah, she has both chill and freeze. And to be fair, you can give her Pierce, or I mean Splash.
Yeah.
You can.
But like at that point, it's just it just compete with Stunion even more.
I'm thinking of 3 or 4, and the coolest thing about it is the plant food.
Yep. There's even there's even a reference to Ice Room in the achievement. 20 below 0. There's exactly the same achievement in both games, which is to freeze 20 zombies using a single. In terms of a single ice room, in terms of it's a single Iceberg Lettuce plant food. So yeah,
I feel like it's a 3.
That's fair. I'm gonna give like base plan usually just 4, unless they are really terrible at what they're doing. So she's a 4.
I mean, it's decent. You know, it's decent. Too small to smash so fast. I mean, no, I'm not gonna elaborate. What does chat think?
Chat is quite good. Quite good.
Okay. You have to appreciate the guys who went for 1. I feel like those were more like a 2 rather than a 1.
Four.
Straight on.
Yep. I mean it's 3.9, so for 3.94. What was it again?
Yeah, I see.
3.97. So yep, 4. A.
Who else is in A?
Snappy.
Okay, I need to see. Is it better than Snappy? That's an actual good question. Yeah, it is better than Snappy.
Yeah, Snappy
Okay.
is 16 straight. This is 16.5.
Fair.
Okay,
I can agree with that.
back to the chat.
Here's a random pick. E.M.Peach. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'd rather go for a Cedium rather than these ones because, but sure, E.M.Peach.
Yeah. That's fair. So,
But
chat, next time, pick Cediums. Pick like late game premium pants. Alright? Cool.
my attachment to A.K.E.E. was because I made a claim order of it and it didn't really stuck with me. I mean, fair. I mean, everyone has like very specific reason to like a very specific guy, you know? That goes for characters in every single media. Okay, Mr. E.M.Peach. What do you think of him?
Man.
You know what? I actually think he's kinda ugly.
I agree. Like, that smile is not doing it for me, man.
I really like the antenna.
The antenna is too big for his own good.
And that also, I feel like he's kinda ugly.
Let me look at him real close. Hold on.
He gives me like the Ice Age baby vibes. You see it, right?
I do. Oh no.
And it's not even like the personality is not helping him.
Okay, I'm looking at the
He
HD
doesn't
art.
have a personality.
I'm looking at the HD art, and you gotta see this. Like, look at him that way, sure, but look at him real close.
I'm scared. You're pulling it on stream or you're sending me?
DM.
Ew! No! It's not horrible! But I feel like even the garden work icon looks a bit better. Also put it the poll.
Oh yeah.
Like the coolest thing about him is his antenna. But okay. Why do I feel like giving it a 1?
Oh god.
What? It has nothing. It has nothing.
And oh yeah, right. And Nama is right. For some reason, in his seed packet, the antenna looks absolutely different. Hold on. Send you the picture. And this one actually works, like, better, I feel. Purely because it's shorter.
This does look better.
Right?
And the color is a bit yeah, the color is better as well.
Hmm.
I feel like the expression is not helping him as well.
Like,
The
okay,
eyes,
okay, you know what? This actually helps him.
It's kind of like either the antenna is short or the antenna is incredibly big. This one is way better. This is a completely different guy.
Yeah, I wish there's an easier way to put stuff on the screen for the chat, but like, I have to download the image. I have to select it. You know what? I'll do it for the chat so that they can put the opinion better.
Is this part of his animation?
Yeah, it's when he's about to explode.
He's a blink and you're missing it though.
You do see it just
Like
a bit.
His animation is the best thing about it. His animation is the only good thing about it.
Okay, here, chat.
If you think about it, right?
This at least looks good compared to. Okay, I don't have the other image downloaded.
Compared to him, normally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. The icon looks so much better. The Garden Warfare 2 icon looks so much better.
Am I giving him a 2? Or I'm sticking with 1?
I am giving him a 2. I don't know what about you.
I'm sticking with 1.
Damn, the first one.
Here's the thing. The pun and concept are so good. The pun, at least.
This is where he got all the points back, because
Yeah.
I remember distinctly.
E.M.P. He's an E.M.Peach.
Yep. The thing is,
I really like that.
it's supposed to be. This is a bit outside game, but you can wait your opinion on this, whatever, however. But he was supposed to be E.M.P., like pea plant. But they did.
Peach is better.
Yeah, but they decided to go against it because usually peas are not known for doing this. So they went with E.M.Peach, and it's actually referenced somewhat within the almanac description. Have you read it?
Who does?
Because
Am I googling it right now?
I can send him.
Why was that so fast? And that's kind of charming.
Yeah.
E.M.Peach has grown tired of being lazily calling him P. There's a C and H there for a reason, people, and I got the stone to prove it.
Does that help?
Okay. Let's get back on the plan. The pun is amazing. I don't know if I feel like the concept sounds so cool.
Mm.
And I'm not sure if I should call it because the concept is, but the execution is so like.
No, we talked about it in the last category. Just for me,
Okay, so it's a 5.
Just for pun concept alone, I'm giving it a 5.
5, yeah.
Side tangent. In Plum 2 Chinese, because the pun is in English, they have to come up with something different, and it's just it's funny in its own way, because it said, if you are going to have a dinner party with E.M.Peach, here's a little word of advice. Don't play on your phone at the dinner table. That's a neat one.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Alright.
So, gameplay mechanics. Are we giving him a 1 or a 2?
Man. It could be...
Are we giving him a... He's a very PvZ 1 plant, like tool.
Yeah.
But that's not really that great of a thing.
At least
he's good at his job.
You know, like compared to some plant plants, I'm just glad he don't insta-kill mix alright, man.
Yeah, I'm glad he doesn't deal damage.
Hmm.
And you know what?
What?
You can actually give him like a... He's actually kinda moddable. You can pickpocket your targets to stun.
Yeah, you can stun anything you want. And you can change the range. Which, yeah, by the way, why the range? Why is it? Why the range of E.M.Peach is written as 3x3 in the almanac since release.
And isn't he 5x5?
It's 3x5. 3 row, 3 columns, 5 rows. Actually, hold on. Let me check the almanac. Does it ever say about the range almanac entry? Yeah, 3x3 right there. But since release, he's not.
E.M.Peach should stun anything that has metal. I mean, logic wastes technology. That should be it. But like.
I mean, if you want to go with logic, think of what EMP actually do to machines.
Yeah.
It has to be electronics, not just machines.
I feel like I can give him a 1 just because he's moddable. And when it comes to tool, he's kind of like the most fun to use. Right?
Yeah, stunning big guys is kind of cool.
And considering the fact that he's a tool to help with very dangerous enemies. It's a tool to help with a very hard thing to deal with. He's not the tool. He's not like Gravebuster, right? Who's a tool to be like for a small inconvenience.
Yeah.
He's a tool for a big thing, so I'm not sure if I'm giving him a 2 or a 3. I'm giving him a 2 because I don't think I can.
Okay. I'm gonna go with 3. It helps. It helps, and there's a theming going on, but that's the pun concept part. But a way to help you deal with big guys, even though it's not very interesting, it is effective. So I'm gonna go with 3.
And also, I'm not smashing this. No, look at this.
Alright, chat says
we need to go back to the okay. Chat is generous. 3. Okay, I can see it. So far, chat has been doing a great job. Thank you, chat.
is 2.8.
The final score is 11.8, which is D tier.
Ooh.
He's
Okay.
just too ugly, huh?
God.
He's just too ugly for his own good.
What's that compared to cabbage? Cabbage is 10.7, so he's better than cabbage.
He's higher. He's higher. I can kind of see it. Honestly.
God.
Okay, so according to the rules, we go back to not Tangle Cap, Gravebuster.
Ah. Oh boy.
You know, we just mentioned him.
Oh boy. Don't feel good.
Okay, so question: is the music still playing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's about. I think it's about to end for a second time. So, because it's an hour long. But yeah, I did loop it.
What do you mean? Gravebuster is not. Is it even a plant? I mean, Gravebuster wasn't meant to be a plant in the first one. In the second one, at least, he kind of looks like one.
He's a vine that drag things down, and vines tend to do that. Vine tends to drag things.
Okay, so
the music just ends for the second time.
Appearance and personality. I feel okay. You're going to hate me on this one, but PvZ2 design, I feel like it's better than PvZ1 design.
No, I see it. It's like, but I am surprised. You go for like a cool dude, and not for like the Doom guy.
My only complaint is that you can't really see his teeth because he has them.
Oh god.
Right?
Right.
He has some of them. So if he was like a more spiky shape, so you could see them more, because he still makes the same sound as in PvZ1, right? He still makes the eating sound. But in PvZ1, due to the animation, the eating sound kind of fits more, and it's more like I don't know, it's more iconic. It feels better. In PvZ2, it's kind of like the eating sound is very it doesn't fit as well. Mostly because he looks more like he's dragging rather than eating.
Yeah, he does have teeth.
Is cooler.
He does have a couple of them.
You never saw them?
Not really, no. Okay, I need to let chat see this. Hold on.
Also, yeah, PvZ1 design looks like a trash can. I like the PvZ1 design. Not as much as this one. This one I like it a bit more.
Where's the...
It's more like a plant.
Oh my god, this is massive.
You download... Oh. Damn. You picked the Mega HD one.
Where is he? I'm trying... Oh my god.
And I just got an ad.
Yay, money.
Ad revenue. And I got the second one.
Wow, they're really aggressive these days, huh? I guess that those ad blocks are actually doing something. Is there another way to resize things easier than this, huh? Oh my goodness gracious, I am... You know what? I'm just gonna like focus on the teeth.
Dun, 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 dun.
Look at his face.
He looks like a guy. He looks like he took something.
God. Hold on. How do I transform? Edit. Oh, there you go. I can change the size.
Like the teeth are appreciated, but it doesn't look like it's properly eating, which is the biggest letdown. Amazing stream. Thank you.
Well, my guy just gone. What?
What?
No, never mind. Let's keep going.
So I feel like the appearance and personality are the part of it, clearly. And one of my favorites, if it's one of my top 5 plants ever, is you know his primal version from PvZ Heroes?
What?
The Grave Blocker, I think it's called.
Oh! I remember it as more of that unused Plum 3 plan, but yeah, same thing. Blockbuster.
He was more in PvZ Heroes before PvZ 3.
Do I look like Epic Heroes?
Is like Blockbuster is one of my favorite plants, period. So I'm kinda like fond a bit of the guy. Even though Blockbuster is everything I wish Gravebuster was.
Yeah.
His spike here, the shape is better, his teeth are more prevalent. He looks dangerous, he's like, he has the cool factor kinda back. He has the menace.
Oh, he even... Look at the eyes.
Yeah.
He's gone reptile.
Yeah, he's more animalistic.
Ooh.
So, appearance and personality, I think it's just a 3, to be honest. I've been putting some shine on it, but it's still not that amazing. You know? And I think we might have our first and one of the only one in punning concept.
I actually agree. Oh no, I can't even defend it. There's nothing. There's actually nothing.
The concept is not that great.
You need something that busts grave, so you make a grave buster, and it's not even based on anything. It's just no. Oh no.
And you know what's the worst part? Now we're talking about gameplay and mechanics. And guess what? That's another one.
Oh god. Hold on. Can I help it? Hold on.
You can give it a 2 max, but I don't think he deserves more.
No,
I think chat might be the most generous here.
I want to give it 2, but I have to give reason for why I'm giving it 2. And I can't find one. Mechanics, like... You know what? I can give it a 2 because they added the explosion with the leveling.
Man, that makes no sense.
That makes no sense, but we're not talking about concept here, we're talking about gameplay and mechanics. Because punch and concept is already 1, you can't go lower than that.
Sure. I'm passing.
Alright. Chat?
And what does the chat think?
Says... Oh.
They're a bit more generous.
A bit more generous than us.
With leveling should make it so he hits nearby graves with tentacles.
That's...
I don't know what to think about.
That's asking too much. That's asking too much from Plummeting to leveling system. Oh boy. He's a 2.8.
Ah, he's an E-tier plant.
Oh.
Yay.
Yay.
I think we might need to get rid of E-tier and make it F-tier.
Bruh.
Do you think we're going to have anything lower than...
There's a chance. There's a chance. Let's wait till...
F-tier is more iconic.
Yeah, let's wait till Tomb Tangler. There will be some guys who's in F, I'm certain. There will be.
Chat, pick your random Sidium, Premium, or a Mintium.
Yep, it's the first one first serve here.
Fun to tackle. you really wanna go straight to that one, huh?
Go straight for the kill.
We're going straight for the kill? Oh, okay. We're going straight to the kill.
You.
It's kind of a bit unfair because Levitator is a great one. Levitator is going to be the next premium week. I might go to sleep now. I hope Snoopy is high. Haha, we'll see. So, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Appearance and personality. It has a bit of personality, but it's got ugly.
I feel like okay, we cannot talk about the animation quality because if we talk about animation quality, like 15 plants has got inherent buff, inherent nerf, so no. Right? We can't talk about animation quality.
Here's the thing, it's so comparable to the point of like some of the later ones, they don't even have that bad of the animation, but they're feeling a bit off, you know.
That's what that's what we mean by bad. They are off.
And the biggest problem with Sun Detangler is that it doesn't look. It has no shadow. Also, make a poll.
Oh.
It has a bit of personality, but it's dead ugly.
Yep. Yep.
What is it? I need to see like how the actual plant looks like.
The actual plant's also ugly. Does that count?
Nah, they could have done cool things with. What do you mean? No, it doesn't. I see potential.
Really?
I get the concept where it's coming from. Like the concept of sundew. Yeah, that's it's a carnivorous plant. Yeah, you can make things, but it's trying to look like a flower, not like a carnivorous plant. So that's the issue. Am I giving it a 1 or a 2? That's the question. It doesn't deserve a 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even like the personality that much. It's a 1. I can acknowledge it because she has a thing with her tongue or something. I don't know. That's kind of cute. But like, and her tentacle thingies, they look bad. They're not disturbing. They don't look like from the same plant. And why are they not based? She just came to them out of nowhere.
It's just
To be fair,
I'm trying my fairest.
she gets some points. She gets some points back with the fun and concept.
Yes. So the actual plan is called Sundew.
It's a Sandu, yeah.
So where's the Tangler form? So what it does?
What she does, I guess.
Oh, that's not good. It's supposed to be. It does what the name says, not the name says what it does.
To me, it's still a 3 at minimum and a 4 at maximum. But you didn't give your take on the appearance.
Sorry, too.
No, don't say sorry to this thing. This thing is ugly. Did you write it?
Up. I. Sundew.
Do you want me to write it for you?
No.
No.
Yeah, pun and concept. I guess I can give it to this one.
I think I'm giving it a 3.
I do agree on 3. The pun is neat. Just Sundew, okay, like good that it does what the plants do, like the actual plants do. Gameplay mechanics though, oh boy. Oh boy.
She would be completely perfect if she didn't make the zombies invincible.
Can
you mod that thing out?
I'm not too sure. It's here's the thing. It's released in 10.7.1. And you know, like most of the mods are done on 9.6 or 9.8 because after that they kind of break a lot of things. So most mods don't have this because literally they don't have this in the game, in their game. So
if the entire making zombies invincible could be removed, it should be a 5.
Hold up. I'm reading something from the wiki. This is. Hold on. So it deals a couple of damage, and then after a while, it gives sun. These two stats are not related. So that means when you level it high enough, it will actually kill before giving sun.
Too fast.
What the heck?
Makes less.
What?
Do we count leveling?
Yes, because leveling
we count leveling if it adds a new mechanic.
Because it's not about the stats. It's about mechanics that modders can interact with.
So I feel like a modder can deal with it, but it's
the way it's set up. I just don't like it. If it works like Sunbeam, where it's related to the zombie health.
Bush. Just make it a bramble bush, keeps it, gives sun, and zombies can't eat it.
Yeah.
It's a stun lock for a very single zombie, or let me say keeps it for a while, then moves to another one, whatever. It keeps it. You can damage it, and that's it. And make some sun, and that's cool. But like, if this thing is not doable, like what I just proposed, there would be like a 5. Like, yeah, that's cool. But like this, I feel bad because like this, it's a 1. Why the fuck would you make a plant that can make zombies immune to damage?
Not to mention that.
Whose team are you playing with?
I can't defend it. Especially the whole thing with No, I can't.
Yeah, 1. I'm sorry. You have potential. It really has potential.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm giving the pun. I'm giving the pun of just because the pun and concept are good. Are solid.
I can give it a 2 because of the fact that it deals direct damage. Not a few zombies, not a few plants do that. So I'm giving it on that. But only up to 2.
Chat, what do you think?
Chat says, oh boy. Chat is brutal.
How many ones? How many ones? I appreciate the one guy who voted 5. Who voted 5?
Chat is alpha blood.
Here's the thing. We might have a semi-discussion about Smash or Pass on this one.
I'm not saying anything. You can't make me too.
Man, it's too ugly. It's just
Good.
too ugly. I can't.
1.8.
I can't, sorry. Pass. 1.8, this is the average. Okay, 1. At least she's 18. Okay. Ah, that's an E tier.
8.3. Very close. Very close. Very close to F.
Smash it into a pulp. It's a carnivorous plant, we can't really do that. But let's get to something a bit more nice. Bonk Choy.
Alright.
Now, I think we're talking now about the best part of Bonk Choy, appearance and personality.
Hmm.
I feel like this is the best part of it.
Definitely.
Even though, funnily enough, every single appearance after this one are becoming worse and worse.
It's like they don't know what makes him good.
Yeah. To be fair, I kinda like how he looks in BF and Garden Warfare.
Wait, I forgot to give tier to I forgot to put it on the tier list. Hold on. Sandu Tangler, you are on E tier. Who's better, Tomb Grapebuster or
Sandu Tangler is worst. He's worst.
Okay. Alright, this is the current tier list. Alright, back to Bonk.
You know what's the best thing about Bonk Choy? His animations.
Yeah.
And the sound.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that the last hit is an uppercut.
Oh yeah. And the fact that they made the zombie's head go really far away, just
yeah.
chef's kiss.
And he's looking back and forth. He has kind of like the fighting game idle animation.
Yeah. It's the warming up pose.
I really like his very awesome pole for him.
Mm-hmm.
Does Bonk Choy counter bugs? I don't think that's important. It's a very specific interaction.
There's also a glitch.
That also. It doesn't seem intentional. Okay. I don't have the greatest things to say about it, but I feel like that's later. Appearance and personality. He's a unit, and he's a bit... Is he supposed to look like he took some hits in the head? Is that what the one tooth is supposed to kind of represent?
I suppose. Never think much about it.
Because other than that one tooth is kind of silly.
I think it's more like...
And the one tooth is looking more like... It's becoming his only trait in later appearances. And he looks less and less like a badass.
Hmm.
The animations are selling him too much for me. I'm not vibing as much to him. To me, he's a 4. But the animations, it's kind of like... Man, the animations had become worse and worse. Standards kind of like...
Yeah, it doesn't. It feels less and less impactful. Oh
It's
god,
imagine-
I
mean,
I just remember how ugly he looks in Heroes. That forehead,
He's
man.
not that bad, but the forehead, yeah. I mean, Grass Knuckles is epic.
Grassacko is good.
It's a 4 in appearance for me.
Okay.
Headshots are cool. We don't talk about overshadowing and stuff. Fun and concept. What do you think?
It gets, yeah, but it's not as epic as like other things in this series. Like, yeah, it's a Bonk Choy. That's the name of the cabbage, Chinese cabbage. But instead of bonk, it's bonk. I guess I don't associate the word bonk with like hitting stuff. It's more like bouncing, so it doesn't fit me. It doesn't hit me that hard.
To be fair, it kind of works for me.
Yeah, that's good, but yeah, you can give it 5 because I don't think
It's silly. It's silly. I think I'm giving it a 4 as well.
okay.
But okay, concept. The concept is the thing that's kind of like, yeah, the pun is okay. It's okay. A bit on the pun is a 4. The concept is like, you know, if he was the only one who did this,
Did what?
right? Melee fighting.
There's not a whole lot, but yeah, there's some.
Besides the fact that melee fighting, considering that how many threats insta kill, is not that great.
Yeah.
Besides that, he's also the lamest in comparison, but at the same time, I feel like he fits the bill the best.
Like his abilities and stuff. Yeah, that can go for the gameplay and mechanics. But yeah, I agree. Melee single target is.
If he had
Not
the
good.
Chinese uppercut, random uppercut that stuns,
Oh boy, yeah.
he would have been like perfect.
And Nami says, speaking of, can't wait to run Krasnako in his V original card game. Thanks for the shield, man. I appreciate it. Okay.
It's a 4 in pattern concept. It's a 4.
Okay. Good enough. Oh, I forgot to put the poll. Let's do it. Let's. Okay. Bonk Choy.
Besides that, your screen, the live stream is not showing the tier list anymore.
Huh?
The tier list is not on the live stream.
Oh. Okay, I can't. That's stupid. Okay.
So pattern concept is 4 for me. He's missing some uniqueness, you know? What do you think of the pattern concept?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, the concept I'm okay with. I have no complaints. The pun is just what I said, right? It doesn't hit me as hard as it should. So just 4.
Okay. Gameplay and mechanics.
One thing I can give it is the fact that he can punch behind actually does help the players in ancient Egypt because of the sandstorm mechanic. So that's one good thing. And that's kind of it.
The melee plants do that.
Hmm.
He's such a bad case of so many things do what he does, but more interesting. If he was the only melee plant, he would have been such an easy 5. But is his fault? It's not his fault.
I don't know, but yeah, he's just too simple for his own good. I mean, I like the fact that they sprinkled in the punching behind, but no, I'm just not doing it.
3 or 4. Because it's clearly better than Bloomerang, which is a 2.
I say 3.
Iceberg Lettuce is a 3, and I feel like he's the same level as Iceberg Lettuce as how interesting he is, so 3 as well. Also,
there we go.
5.
One more.
Okay.
One more. Okay. Can we have one more? Can we have one more?
Can we have 6 out of 9? Come on. Spike with walnut, the original combo.
Okay. End the poll.
People are agreeing overall is the...
I guess we speak our points loud and clear.
We are influencing, chat. We are influencers now.
No, don't say that.
Because he's funny. That's a good enough reason.
Is 3.8.
Give me a second. Is the mathing? Yeah, it is.
What?
3.8. So apparently he's a B tier.
Oh.
And he's slightly better than Walnut.
Oh.
And you know what? I agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree. The math is mathing.
The math do indeed math. Okay,
Hey, somebody
I
said
think
Levitator.
I think we can do up to 3 hours of stream, and we have done 2.5.
Fair.
So I think we go with another premium. We back for repeater. Go for another premium. Then end with Twin Sun, finishing Egypt.
Based. Perfect.
Yeah. Levitator.
Okay, Levitator.
You got quite a bad rep. Levitator.
Appearance and personality. Okay. So... I both really like him, and at the same time I feel he's still missing something. Also Paul.
Right. I'm worried about the poll.
I'm before you guys give him a 1. It's okay, so the seed image is not giving him justice. He has a full body. And said full body, it's actually kinda cute.
I need to put the image up on the stream. I don't know if this is a good enough image for him. You be the judge.
I found some of him justice. It's solid-ish enough. So this guy.
I know. I'll say I'm gonna say he looks worse. He looks worse. I prefer him when he's underground and he's bad underground.
I like his leaf hands. I like how he moves them. And I like that he's a bit glowy. And I like the fact that he jumps from the ground, he does stuff. But yeah, his body being like 2 different colors.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me, man.
It's missing some stuff.
Hmm.
Why is he there? I really like the personality though.
Yeah, he do have him. He do have him.
So I guess he's a 3.
I agree. He's not bad, but he's nothing good to say about him.
He has a lot of cool stuff and a lot of he's mediocre.
Okay. Fun concept. So this is one of those again where it's not based on any actual plant, it's based on the pun only. Which, to be fair, Plants One does that also with Imitator. So it's not a bad thing, but like it's doing the same joke. Imitate, levitate. Is there gonna be another noun with 8? They might do it again.
I mean, the only reason I don't hate that kind of naming is because I do it a lot for PvZ Romania.
Bruh.
It's because me forcing it to work. I like him mostly because PvZ Romania. It's not the worst thing possible, you know? Plus the concept is not bad.
Yeah, like Tater that levitate. Cool. Not gonna get a 5 from me though.
Yeah, same. I think it's 3 as well.
I'm gonna go a bit higher. I'm giving it 4. It's not that I hate it.
Do you agree that gameplay and mechanic wise, he's a 4 or a 5, right?
Yeah, it's. I'm thinking 3 or 4, but.
Like he's clearly on the upper side.
It's a cool plan.
He is, and you can so easily make him a projectiles hit while he's in the air.
Yeah. Like that's not an issue for modders.
It has the chance to levitate, to completely remove them.
If you wanted that in your mod.
Which is also kind of funny. You can do that, which is kind of funny. But it's a choice. And the most interesting thing I was able to do with him, like immune to damage. And you'll be surprised how interesting that plays. So I guess just because of that, I think I'm giving him because he plays really well.
That's fair.
And having a staller that plays like this is actually interesting.
Yeah, I do like the fact that he cannot be eaten, and he's just there stunning zombies.
He can be eaten, theoretically.
Theoretically.
Even if he can be eaten, he's the same as good, you know. He has the advantage of him looking like he couldn't be eaten. Which makes like, well, just make it cannot be eaten, you know? And it wouldn't look bad.
Yep. Guess who did that?
So for me, it's a 5. I really like how he plays.
I say 4. You can be better.
As for doing the deed, pass.
Mm-hmm.
You showed the big picture of him on screen. I'm.
Okay, the votes are in.
People appreciate. I mean, there were a lot of votes, but idle animation is adorable. True.
3.5. That puts him at.
B tier.
Oh, that's surprisingly high.
He's lower than both Walnut and Bonk Choy. Good job, Levitator.
Alright, Levitator. You're going to B tier. Lower than everyone, right?
Yep. I didn't check compared to A.K.E.E. But I think he's higher than A.K.E.E. I think he's lower than A.K.E.E.
No, A.K.E.E is 14.2.
He's higher than A.K.E.E.
Apparently.
Based. I agree with that myself, but based.
It's got higher shot score. Yeah.
It's kinda based. No, not based. Shh. You got outvoted, my friend.
Alright, 3 more plans before we wrap this up.
Repeater.
Repeater.
I will shut up. You say your things.
Hold on. Yes.
You know my opinion on the guy.
Here's the poll. Like,
Here's a poll, chat. Do your thing.
like, okay. Go stat by stat, right? Appearance and personality. He's full of them. Much more than Peashooter. That eyebrows really does do things. And I think it's enough to bring Peashooter. I mean, it's already 5 for me, so it stay at 5. I don't know about you, but appearance, stay at 5. Pun and concept.
He doesn't have his own appearance.
What?
He is not his own thing.
No, come on now.
He's barely his own thing.
No, come on now.
It's like you have John and John's dad.
Yeah! In John Daz is very own character.
It's kinda like...
Do I think it's time.
He's a Peashooter, but they put some eyebrows on him.
Some of the plans are like that.
Two extra leaves.
Okay, if you do that, I'll do it with Wintermelon. Yeah, it's just
Okay,
melon,
that's fair.
but blue.
I'm not saying, to be fair, I'd say that melon pult is winter melon but green.
That doesn't make sense.
Winter melon is more iconic than melon pult. And in the case of Peashooter, Peashooter is more iconic than Repeater.
Disagree.
Okay!
If it
It's a tournament.
objection,
Okay, so
we are talking about
objection.
Peashooter 2 specifically, Repeater can be used in many levels onwards, while Peashooter just outclassed by every single thing on the earth.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that, we're talking about appearance.
In Peashooter 2, appearance. He appears.
Yes.
He appears. I end my case.
He appears.
I rest my case.
And if he doesn't appear good, I don't care. He's not ugly. He's boring.
Okay, Mr. I'm interesting guy. How else would you make him interesting?
Simple. I wouldn't include him in the first place.
You need to give something to the players.
With Red Stinger, Bloomerang, anything.
Repeater is an integral part of Peashooter 1.
I know. And guess how? You know how many P's that there are in? Way too fucking many. You know why? Because the day was like, I need a thing that shoots. Make it a P. All P's shoot.
Yes.
Which is fair. But PvZ 2 has 200 plants.
And
in those 200, when like 60 of them shoot, having a guy that looks like another guy with like some more, I don't know, facial hair. And that's it.
So you're saying like every sequel is just bad?
Yeah, it's not that. It's just like he's a 3. I'm not giving him more than 3. Because yes, he looks okay. And he has slightly more personality, but it's not his. If he was a thing and Peashooter didn't exist, perfect. But Peashooter is just more charming. And I have my beef with this fucker.
You know what? Agree to disagree. Move on to the next category.
Agree to disagree. Pun and concept. I hate this fucker, but I love his pun.
Repeater. Base 5.
It's not. You just said that you. The adding the plant in the. Why are 9 people voting on this one? And 4 people were like on Levitator. People! Okay. I'm giving it a 3 in pun. Because I appreciate it. But it's not that great.
It's
It's
P
the best pun you can make
that
for the guy,
repeat.
but it's...
And it has a foundation.
Shh. Moving on. Do we move on?
Sure.
Gameplay and mechanics 1.
Five. If you say 1, I'll say 5. With no retaliation unless you explain yourself.
Repeater is the reasons why so many mods are not fun for me.
Care to explain more detail?
Repeater is like, as I said earlier, in PvZ 1, all plans were based around Peashooter. All damaging plans. In PvZ 2, they are based around Repeater. It's Repeater but with a gimmick, or Repeater with slightly lower this but higher this. Most of them are Repeater, lower DPS, but they compensate with something else, and then something is the unique one. But due to the difficulty and stuff in modding, that makes those plans usually be not worth it or outclassed by Repeater, because Repeater has 2 things going for him. Besides the fact that he's just damage. And brute forcing your way through everything will forever work.
Okay.
The only
Question.
counterplay to him is Excavator. Question, yeah.
Is it his fault?
It's not his fault, but he's not helping.
He's just a guy
And
that deals double
and
damage for double the cost,
thing-
and apparently the world
don't
crumbles
be-
because of him.
Okay, sure, that's enough. But, and we're going to talk about that one later, there is another fuck that ruins him.
You gonna name him?
Torchwood.
Yeah?
Repeater Torch
Yeah?
a strategy that I hate. It will never not work without making any of them unplayable.
Okay, so
And I hate it more on Repeater rather than Torch. Because Torchwood you can kinda adjust to make it work better with these kind of situations. But Repeater, nay.
I say I put the blame on Torchwood. You do you. I put the blame on Torchwood.
I put the blame on Repeater. He is forever going to work. And there's nothing you can do about it.
There's a bunch of them and make him not work.
Jester, Gargantua, and Excavator. And maybe Battle. Even though the thing is that Repeater scales too freaking well.
And that's thing where mod can change. You can indeed make it so that repeater costs more than twice, recharge more than twice, or do something that doesn't just 2 Peashooter in one spot for the same cost and less recharge.
Yeah, but in practice it's still going to feel like that, and it's still going to work too well. And if it doesn't work too well, guess what? He's horrible. It's not completely his fault, but he's the best child for this kind of thing. Maybe I'm not giving him a 1, but I give him 3 max.
I'm giving.
Even though I hate his guts. Rant over.
I'll say 3 because
Okay, then I'm going for a 2.
I say 3 because he is not unique enough. That's it. If
Thank you.
the plant food,
Thank you.
if the plant food is something else, he would have got a 4 or 5. But the fact that he just 2 Peashooter and the plant food, I'm glad they just don't do the same thing twice. I'm glad that he doesn't have the big P thing, but
He definitely gonna pass.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm passing. Continue. Yeah, continue.
Changing back music. Okay. Now, wow, the music really changed your way of thinking, huh?
I know, right? Now you're more chill about it.
Yeah. So, repeater, if it has a better plant food effect, they're definitely gonna get more points from me. But it's not innovative enough, so it only gets 3 from me. And now let's take a look at the chat. The chat likes him. What can I say? You're the minority here, sir.
I know. a B tier.
Not bad, eh?
He's lower than Bonk Choy. And lower than Walnut. Who else is in B tier?
A.K.E.E. and Tele. I think Tele is 14.5. Not Tele, Levi. Yeah, Levi is 14.5.
So he's the same?
He's Repeater is
his height is...
yeah 14.6. There you go.
And A.K.E.E. is... well, yeah. It's in between there.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the feet ad.
No one, please.
Let's do split P next.
No.
Okay, we have another Cedium.
Yep, and
Do
then...
we go for a mint?
Yeah. First mint
Let's go for a mint.
First mint gets in.
Mint, my favorite mint, celery stalker.
Appease.
Appease.
Oh.
I have some thoughts on this one.
Okay, appease. Man, it means really do look all green, huh?
That's my point, right?
And Enchant could use some more purple.
A lot.
Contain
A lot of them could use some more color.
Yeah, Contain could do with some silver.
I have no idea why Spearmint or Containment are not gray.
Sophia
I
could go
appreciate Armament being a little more like darker, but he could still be a bit darker.
Yeah.
Or at least had some more like paint on him.
Yeah, the only fair green one is the Appease and Enforce.
Yeah, I can forgive them.
And like
Even though
Reinforce should not be green.
Reinforce can be brown.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We'll get there when we get there. Appease-mint. That's ugly. I don't think so, honestly. He's not amazing, but you saw his enter. So the mints are going to have personality just because they have enter animations.
Fair.
And they're all great. All enter animations are great.
That I agree.
I don't know the enter animation of Enforcement because I never. But Appease-mint, he enters with in a pea pod and he launches his projectile. That's cool. So all the mints have kind of like. Okay, we'll get to the gimmick when we get to the gimmick. Appearance and personality. I don't like the fact that he has the same X mouth like Armament.
Oh.
But Armament is more serious. I feel like the X works better on Armament.
I do agree.
And him either didn't need it a mouth by default. Because pea plants don't usually have mouth.
Well, they do have mouth, but you know, they do the mouth.
Or they can just have a pea in front of his mouth, so his mouth is...
I don't know if I would like that, but yeah. I mean, it makes sense with what he does, so maybe I would like that.
He could be better, but he's not bad also, Paul.
Huh?
Paul.
What?
What chat thinks of Appease-mint?
Oh.
he is something. Compare like it's kinda. Also, you guys aren't gonna rate Marigold, aren't you? Why not?
Why not? We rate all the plants.
I have opinions on Marigold. The thing with Appease-mint is when you take some of the mints, they might as well be 5 in appearance, right? I don't feel like Appease-mint is one of those. He's a 3 or a 4. Do you have a different opinion?
Let me look at his face again. I do enjoy him having like a pot of peas in a pot of peas. So I say 4. I feel like almost all the mints could be better, except for the feel. This is not doing like the best, but I think 4 is already pretty good.
I am more picky, so for me it's a 3.
Okay.
The thing with the mints, to me, like the fact they're all simple design, but they're meant to represent like the trait of said class, right? So, of course, you're going to compare them. They're meant to be compared. They're supposed to be like the common ground between every single class. And that's not kind of like a half bad idea. But that kind of like, if the designs are very different from one another, like to the point like they can still be their own thing, if you're not taking the class into consideration, like that's great. And I feel like Appease-mint is one of those that's kind of like, if you don't take the class into consideration, he's a bit weird. But to be fair, he's meant to reproduce, represent. He's not meant to do that. He's meant to represent like the. Most of them are peas, so like, sure, is the most interesting way you can deal with it. Even though they were really original with Arma, I really like how they did him for lobbying plants.
Right. So we go for pun concept.
All the mints are just a word with mint at the end.
Yeah. Peppermint and spearmint is gonna get better scores than the rest.
Yeah, those are the best ones. To be fair, I kinda like winter mint as well.
Wait, is
It's
winter mint?
kind of funny.
Winter mint is not based on anything, right?
No, it's kind of made like mint to refresh your.
Oh, there's a winter mint. Okay, I thought it's like nothing at all. Cause like there's
something.
Yeah, winter mint and spearmint are not actually based on word ending with mint. I think only 2 of them.
Fair,
And they are better.
Mint, I think it's the worst pun.
Absolutely.
Not the worst, it's second worst.
Second worst. What's the worst?
Enforcement.
Fair.
You know why enforcement is a bad one?
Go ahead.
Because there's another one called rein.
Yeah. If there's only one of them.
Like, reinforcement, that's cool. Enforcement, that's horrible. And at least reinforcement is better. And it's the longer word, so it's kind of cooler. But appeasement, he doesn't appease anything.
Yeah.
Haha. But he doesn't appease.
Hold on. Origins. Appeasement name could also be a play on on the phrase appease, an old term that refers to more than one P. Nah, that's too much of a stretch, is it?
Yeah. It's a 2 or a 3 in pawn.
I say 3 and the rest got 4. This guy got 3 for me.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I've seen way worse today. Gameplay and mechanics. Okay, so
Are we gonna... Okay,
here's the thing.
go on.
Every single mint can buff,
Right.
right? So you can make every single mint buff every single plant, right? More or less.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if we're talking about the buff mechanic, yeah, sure, the buff mechanic is okay, but at the same time, the buff mechanic is very flawed. So the maximum a mint can get in functionality or mechanics is 4, right?
Mm.
Because the buffing mechanic is flawed. So 4 is the maximum. Do we include like what else does it do before as well as buffing? Besides buffing?
I would say buffing goes sideways, go on the sideline when I consider this because
you can make every single one buff.
And usually people don't really do the buff thing. As models do, they could use like what you did, use the mints on plant's ability as its own plant.
Because some of them are actually having cool mechanics.
And Appease is not one of them.
Shut up! Appease is one of the best ones.
Nah.
It's the simplest. It's the simplest.
It's just a bunch of peas.
And you'll be surprised how creative you can be. In his case, like, you know how many plants you plant down, shoot a projectile and disappear? Straight on a projectile.
I know.
2.
Like this and like what? Grape shot?
Tumbleweed. Grape shot is projectiles in every direction. Like a projectile straight.
Sure.
It's him and Tumbleweed. And when you play with him, considering the fact that if you place him directly on a zombie, the projectiles they split, they're gonna hit the targets nearby. Exactly. So he has a bit of skill tied to him.
What's the skill in putting the thing in front of the zombie?
It's satisfactory. It feels good.
That's not skill. You're talking about skill.
And in order for it to work, there need to be like 2 near each other. It doesn't splash on the same target. It needs to be 2 different ones to work.
Oh yeah, that's how splash works. Yeah.
It's not really splash because it's kind of like a projectile that you can make it work in interesting ways. You can play with its stats. You really can.
Not buying it.
I know it's the PvZ Romania copy you're talking about me, but when you come like, if I'm thinking of like the extra gimmicks, some of them are kind of trash. If you don't play a lot with them, most of them. If you actually play with it, there can be some very cool stuff. And Appease-mint is one of those that you can actually really customize it.
I mean, yeah, I like the fact that there are like customizability. You can choose how many P it shoots and how many P it splits into. That's kind of it for me.
It's very simple, which I get it. It is very simple, but it's another one of those that is kind of like the Iceberg Lettuce situation, right? The way I did him in PvZ Romania is pretty much all of his damage in an instant, but it had a longer recharge. Which in practice played very well.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna give it a 3, but other means will get higher.
I mean, to me, he's also a 3, I'm not saying, but I'm defending.
Bruh.
Because, yeah, it's just some projectiles and then F. So it's not gonna be. Why did I get a Hello Kitty ad?
Oh, good.
So he's a full-on 3. 3 for me.
Okay. And let's
And he's a
see.
pass.
Let's see the chat. What?
I'm scared. What?
I'll take it.
Hell, the chat?
Yeah, it's a 4.
Isn't it just gonna be 4?
Yeah. It's just gonna be 4.
Yeah, he's a C tier, I guess. I mean, yeah, he's average.
Yeah.
I feel like Appease-mint is gonna be the most average. Most of them are going to be slightly higher than him, I feel like. But I still don't feel like he's bad.
Can you check Bloomerang for me?
Sure. So, Bloomerang is higher. One spot higher.
Okay. Alright, the music ended again for the 3rd time.
We have one more plant. We can do it.
Yep. Twin sunflower.
To be fair, there are a lot of things you can say about this one, even though it's very simple. Twin sunflower. Okay. First things first, I'm saying. Put the poll in the chat. Design.
You probably have some strong words about it again.
I'm not as passionate about twin sunflower. Mostly because if it was kind of like the repeater treatment, and it was kind of like a sunflower but with more petals and stuff, right? It would have looked weird. And here's the thing with twin sunflower. In order to fit both of the heads are small.
Yeah. And like the personality, it doesn't have much. It's the same. But with the head being smaller, personality is also smaller. I think I know what I'm gonna get. What I'm gonna give.
They're more like real life shape, I guess. And there's not really a lot they're still cute. And I'm gonna get that one later, but why the hell are they called twins?
Yeah, let me check wiki. Maybe there's something we're missing. Maybe.
Probably. I guess it's a 3 because I don't hate. But it's not great either, you know?
Yeah, it's not great.
Like, if you wanna do a stronger sunflower design, Primal. Primal has a completely different personality and I love it.
Yeah, Origins just that it has 2 heads. That's it.
So now we know the pun. The pun sucks. Moving on.
Yep.
The concept is great, but the pun sucks.
I'm sorry, this is a 2 for me. Like you could do something. So you could do so much more for something that produced twice the sun of a sunflower.
Okay. So when it comes to functionality, twin sunflower code-based is exactly the same as sunflower. Code-based. So, but it's not a sunflower. So I guess you have you have the liberty to do whatever you want, and this applies to primal as well. But twin sunflower, to me, it's the idea of like sunflower is your mandatory sun producer. Twin sunflower is like your greed sun producer, right? Is the strongest possible sun producer, right? Is the sun producer that produces the most. And you can choose that most, right? You pick like a high value. And you can make the proper twin sunflower be around 150, 200, F it's 300. Right? An investment. If you do your twin sunflower like that, twin sunflower is a clearly 5. Because that's amazing. But that's a bit of a stretch. Twin sunflower can be amazing. If you play on your concept of being like, yeah, it's a sun producer that just more and produces way more. You can't do your run with only it. Even if you do it, like in vanilla, I feel like twin sunflower is very fair. But vanilla has sunshroom. Vanilla has primal, which are, of course, way better. But twin sunflower is fair. And
it's one of the fairest.
It for that. Yeah. So I guess you can go for that as well. If you somehow balance the other ones. To me, twin sunflower kind of, in every mod I played, plays well. Just because, well, it's another sun producer with the same code. But you can play with some different values and see what works.
Sure.
Just because of that, I feel like she can deserve something, you know?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm giving her a 4, I guess.
For what? Pun and concept?
Because, pun and concept is 2. I'm talking gameplay and mechanics.
Yeah, no, not doing it for me. 3.
Fair. I'm scared to say Smash or Pass. Are they? They're
I'm not gonna say anything.
conjoined twins.
I'm not saying anything.
That's a bit effed up, you know. Pass.
Oh, we have a lose 1 here. We haven't got ones in a while. And it comes down to 3.2.
Hey, final score is 12.2. It's a C tier.
Oh boy.
And you know what? I actually really agree with it.
What is Bloomerang?
Bloomerang is 13.6.
Okay, so
it's way lower than Bloomerang.
And Appease is 13.5, so this is all the way down.
It's way lower than...
It's low C tier.
C minus.
Oh yeah, but we're not doing minuses.
Yeah, it's too much.
Alright, and
so
this is the current...
After 3 hours, we have a very small tier list.
We did 18 plants in 3 hours.
Can we at least get it to 20?
No, I can't. Unless you rapid fire, which no.
Fair.
You can, I cannot, man.
Depends on the plant. The plants I have very little thoughts about.
The plants I have very little thought about. How about this guy, cranberry?
Man, I have no idea what it does.
Yep.
And nobody in the chat can say that it knows. I guess it's tumbleweed that sets itself to the back and deals damage.
Or maybe this mushroom thingy that I don't even know the name of.
I guess it does damage.
It
like,
do damage.
Is it like spawns mini chompers?
Oh, it's Garchroom. Thank you, chat. God, anything after anything after cranberry, I'm not sure about the names anymore. Before that, I did follow a bit. So like, I know this is Bunchy. I know this is Buzz Button. What the heck is this guy again? The name.
I don't know.
Like this is Boomberry.
Boomberry.
Wow.
That's
What
such
a name.
bad name.
What a name. Like this is maybe this is Sea Flora.
Flora.
Yeah, the rest we know this. Wait, what's Spot?
Bamboo guard or something?
Bamboo Spartan? I actually Bamboo Spartan, I got it. And I actually forgot this guy's name.
Beansprout?
Could be Beansprout. God. Imagine doing like game show quests with these. I wonder.
Yeah, Beansprout.
Man, wouldn't it be fun if there's a game show about Plants vs Zombies and then you let the players answer hard questions and stuff?
The think of like the definition of a hard question in PvZ too hard. You're either a fan that knows all, or you're a average who knows nothing. There's no really in between.
Yeah, and like that's kind of thing, right? Like if you knows nothing and you see like the guy knows about everything, like how do you know that? That's so cool. And it's like, but like
we're still talking about video game plans.
And what? So what?
Okay, do I need to give an, before we end the stream, I need to give an L take, right? Hear me out. Doomshroom doesn't look that bad.
This guy. This Doomshroom?
Yeah, I like it more than the PvZ one.
This Doomshroom. Just this Doomshroom,
Yeah.
right? And not...
Yeah, this one. And the middle stage as well, maybe. The small one is ugly.
Okay, good enough. That's not an L tag anymore.
The middle one, I remember the middle one looked okay-ish.
It's just average
it's not
size.
fine.
The big one is like actually bigger than plants. Most plants.
I like when the plants are like you can tell the big ones.
By the backgrounds.
Is like when there is a plant that's like in game. Like most of them are kind of like the same size, right?
Mhm.
When one is way smaller or way bigger, that's cool to me.
I see.
This is why I have a soft spot for Apple Mortar. He's huge.
Right. It's just so weird that like he's huge, but PopCap is just not wanting to do big plants anymore, so it just loves like tiny, stunning apple cores.
It's sad. Oh, the middle. No, the small Doomshroom looks on his already.
Sorry, got cut off.
The small Doomshroom looks pathetic. The middle one is.
Okay. Yeah, it's been 3.5 hours
Yay!
with 18 plants.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're finishing.
It's gonna be a mainstay series unless you give up before me.
A manual Doomshroom, I think. The only reason Doomshroom is so cool is that kind of.
You got cut off. Hold on.
If you wanna. The main thing of Doomshroom in PvZ 1, it was that it was kind of manual with coffee bean. So if you wanna make a Doomshroom, and it was also the very cool fact.
Meh.
Right. For me, the best Doom Shroom is always going to be the Garden Warfare Doom Shroom.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Not because of that, you know the animations?
No.
In Doom Shroom in Garden Warfare is not killing it,
I got cut off again.
right? Doom Shroom in Garden Warfare is not exploding and then disappearing. It's a potted plant.
Ah.
So it kind of attacks. It jumps. The bottom side of the Doom Shroom is lighting up like a until it reaches like almost the top side of the shroom. Then it explodes, and then it's back on the pot, like the top side, and it's growing again.
Ah.
The image of it jumping and the bottom side like lighting like a kind of like the cherry bomb exploding. Yeah, that's so cool to me.
Okay.
And it's a rare one, but the worst one is PvZ Heroes Doom Shroom. I'm sorry. Okay. But we'll talk about that some other time.
So,
Right now I'm also hungry as hell.
I mean, you've been talking for 3.5 hours. At least I got some water.
I know! I got some water as well. I'ma go call my mother. People, you call your mothers.
Yep, do
Gonna
call
take a piece. You people, please peace.
Yep, or whatever he said.
And
Alright.
probably go sleep. You people go sleep.
Mm-hmm.
In that order.
Yep. Go peace and go sleep. Not go sleep and peace.
Peace, girl. Yeah, boy. Yeah, girl. I'm going.
God, don't do
See
that.
you next time. See you next week, girl.
If you do that again, you're not appearing in the next stream.
Okay. Yeah, homie. Have a good one.
Okay. Thanks all for joining. See you next time.